We're live, and we're back with
Yeah.
some more Final Fantasy III.
Lee's favorite Final Fantasy of all time.
Thus far, it is third on my list of games that we've played in the series. How's it going, Wraithbow? How's it going, Tiny? How's it going, Brown Bear? How's everybody doing today? So when we last left our hero, we beat what I'm told is like the worst boss in the game.
Pretty much, yeah.
And we got some new jobs, and we ended before we explored those new jobs. How's it going, Lever Shot? Okay. So, the new jobs. We got Ranger, we got Knight, we got Thief, and we got Scholar. I think chat going from a Warrior to a Knight just seems like just a direct upgrade.
Yep, and Knight is very good.
Okay, and I imagine none of his gear changed because I would imagine his previous gear was also optimal for a Knight.
Yep.
I just don't remember exactly what he had, but this looks all correct.
Yeah, and some of the stuff is even like Knight exclusive, like the gauntlets and Knight armor.
Ah, yes. Okay. So now, do we have anyone else that wants to change classes currently?
I almost want to... in my game, I turned myself into a Knight, but we already have a Knight, and we don't necessarily need to double up on that. So I might...
Hi, bye, Mr. Bearman. How's it going, Coffee Now?
I actually kind of want to be, unless we're gonna do magic stuff and actually cater to the next boss's gimmicks, I wouldn't mind actually being a thief for a little while.
Interesting. Okay. We can make that happen.
Oh, we will need equipment for it, though, which if we can't find equipment right away, I can always switch back to Red Mage or something else for now, but I think we should be able to get some knives and stuff.
I'll do that until we're properly ready. Mr. Bearman has been coffee down. Thank you very much. And then James, would you consider a scholar, like, can Scholar perform similar duties to a white mage?
No, Scholar is weirdly niche where they have caster stats and wear caster gear, but they can't use any magic. So literally their only purpose to exist is for their unique ability, which is to check a target's HP and elemental weaknesses. Okay. Which is useful for a specific boss, but otherwise scholars are actually terrible.
So we're going to turn that down just a little bit more because I had to do some creative editing in the previous VOD. Only for one specific fight, which was annoying, but we're still going to turn it down just a little bit. How's it going? Might be a bad idea. This is the actual Final Fantasy III, not America Final Fantasy III.
The actual Final Fantasy III.
And then as far as I'm concerned, none of these feel monk equivalent, really.
Yeah, soon there will be a monk upgrade class, but not quite yet.
Alright, so we'll work on getting some things for you to equip to become a thief, but until then, chat is the only one that's got an upgrade. And now, where do we want to head now that we did that? We fixed the dwarves.
So the next thing we want to do... Oh, we missed some stuff in Gulgan Gulch.
Yeah, we missed some chests in Gulgan Gulch. Well, I mean, I can go double check that while we're figuring out where exactly we need to be.
Yeah, so I know where we're supposed to go next. but we probably want to do a little bit of preparation before we go there. Because when we left off, I believe we just saw, like, we'd gone back into the dwarf cave, but there
Yeah.
was that soldier that ran in and died, and he was basically like, "Oh, the Argus soldiers."
Ah,
were-"
yeah. I
Yeah.
I wasn't in a forgiving mood at the time, and I praised his death. I remember that much.
Yeah, so he was basically telling us we need to go to the Elder Tree, but we can check a few other things first. Because I will say that's something where if we go there, you get stuck there until you finish it. So any
Okay.
preparations we need to make, we should make them now.
So the Golden Gunch, there was 3 chests here, supposedly.
Yeah, and we somehow missed them.
I didn't think there was like anything here.
It must be a secret path in this.
Oh.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
How do we miss you?
We just weren't paying attention to the map because it was just a room with one guy, so we were like, "Oh, okay."
Mage Road, Fire Rod, Ice Rod, which I don't think is an upgrade for anybody. We have the Mage Robes, and, well, we have Ice Staff. So Ice Staffs and Ice Rods. Oh, no, yeah, the Fire Rod and the Ice Rod are better. But do they...
They don't cast spells, but they amplify your magic.
Interesting. So, what do you think? I think... Oh, and not equipable by white mages.
Yeah. Staves are for white mages, and rods are for black mages. Red mages
Can
can
do
do
both.
both because they're red mages.
So you can theoretically, if you want to do sacrifice 3 attack, you could have a rod to go with the staff.
Yeah, it could just be the Iceman. If only there was a lightning staff and a lightning rod. Which,
Well-
there is a lightning staff. I don't know if there's a lightning rod.
Well, lightning rods, you don't have to be in a fantastical universe for that. Those are actual real
True.
things that exist. Also, I just realized that my camera light wasn't on. I was sitting in the dark. So is that something that you would want to do, or are you good? It gives 3 int and 3 spirit for what that's worth.
I'll just do the... I'll keep the turfing on for now.
Okay. But we have those prepared. Which I guess is still nice, and it wasn't too far out of the way. How's it going, Dutch Order? Alright. So if we wanted to go somewhere to get you some thief things, where would be the best place to go before we head to our next official destination? I do
would
see a
say
town in the far bottom left, which I don't know how relevant that is, but I
yeah,
just
we
noticed
can
it.
check there, but while we're here, why don't we pop back into the dwarf cave real quick? Because I don't remember what they have for sale.
Okay. Alrighty. How's it going, Lyra? Alright. I'll turn you into a thief now, so that way it'll show me relevance. No weapons for you, sir.
Okay. Well, then we can check that town to the southwest, because I know there's some stuff you can buy there, and some of it may be useful, some of it maybe not.
Figure I'll check here, just in case. You already have an ice helm. No, you can put on a shield.
Which
And-
I think I already... no, I don't, but... yeah, whatever. I need daggers.
Yeah, we don't have an extra shield, but yeah, if you want daggers, then we'll hold off. But until we get there, back to a red mage with you. And then we will head off to that town. Oh, hello, Lurkid Washev. Scott levels up.
Yep.
Some hit point strength and stamina.
I'm slightly ahead because of heroically soloing Salamander.
I can fix that, you know.
I don't know why you would.
Look, a nunchuck to the head will do wonders.
And nunchuck to the head.
Alright, also that looked suspicious.
Yep, it's another chocobo forest.
Say another chocobo forest.
Yep, there are many of them.
Yeah, but this is the first one we've seen.
I don't think it is.
It is. I guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
I guarantee it. Well, it's the first one that I've explored in this game. We might have passed one before, but every other forest was like gnome people.
Hmm.
There's no chocobos before. 1000%.
I don't know if that's true, but maybe. Because I just know there's a lot of them.
Well, check the tapes. I would have remembered because that is our first experience with a chocobo in the Final Fantasy games. Oh, I just realized that I forgot to refix the chat box from yesterday too, so it's been looking all goofy. And no one stopped me. Descendants of the ancients, creators of the civilization as you know it, live in harmony in nature, as is our creed. Oh, so that's how Final Fantasy III ties in with Final Fantasy VII. Got it. We missing anything? Well, yes, you don't have any. But that's probably because I switched you to a thief and back.
Yeah, it's because if you switch to a non-magic class, you lose all your MP.
Well, oopsie doodle. This all looks fine for now. Let's see. We have a magic shop. We have a weapon shop. We have an armor shop. There's nothing in the well. Okay.
There's the light staff. But, what else is there?
And then just bows and arrows. Still nothing for aspiring thief. Well, let's scoot over to the armor and see what they got there. Oh, a headband. I can wear that. And then all this stuff we've seen before.
Yep.
That is significantly better. Now I just need to find something that I can wear on my arms and I'll be equipped. But yeah, surprisingly, nothing terribly exciting here. Oh. There's a sword in that tree.
Yeah.
And that was the only item in town, so great. Okay.
So this is the first time you can buy the sight spell, which isn't necessary, but it is the final level 1 white magic spell.
Yeah. And then we've already had access to all of this other stuff.
Yep.
Alright, this town has not a lot of new and interesting things. Continent is floating in the air. Yeah, I did notice that the edges of the world are in the sky. The wrath of light, a catastrophic flood of power, is caused by the ancients. Use the crystals to harness the power of light, struggle to contain its burgeoning energy and light. It's a legion to the world, causing untold ruination to all of humanity. In the end, 4 warriors from the world of darkness came to subdue the flood of power. Few remaining ancients regrouped and came to live here in this village. Wow, you had a lot to say. Chocobo nest in the forest due east of here. And have you been by any chance? Yes, just the one time.
As it happens.
Now, suspicious NPC way over here is suspicious. Dare you to circle the whole continent on a chocobo? I'll give you a prize if you do. Oh. Threaten me with a good time. Alright, so is it just doing a lap in the outer circle?
Yeah. Yeah, which you should be able to do right now.
Okay.
And on a chocobo, you don't have encounters, so it's just get on a chocobo and go for a lap.
Alright. At dawn, we ride. Alright, well. Just casually looking off into the abyss.
Flat Earth confirmed.
Look, there's more earth off the cliff. Hey, look, I found another town.
Yeah, but are you willing to go over to find out?
Not until I do my first lap. You didn't hear? This is the whole rest of the stream. Just
Yeah, we're just gonna run around on chocobos
Yeah,
and
just-
have a blast.
how many laps can we get in? Now, how will there be an indicator saying that I have done it? Or do I need to like bring the chocobo back to where I found it?
I don't remember, but you should be able to just get off the chocobo, go back in town.
Oh, that chocobo can fly.
Yes.
You actually went and did it. You made it all the way around the continent on a chocobo. Here's your prize. How dare you give me drugs, you stupid child!
What a prize, right?
Well, I can go to that other town now, I guess.
Yep.
Do I take the chocobo and leave the boat here? Oh, but taking the boat over there is not happening.
You have to go by sea, though, because you can't get there by land. Because there's the mountains shield it from the land.
I have a canoe. Let me canoe. Well. All right. This is how Scott tricks me into grinding. He's like, you gotta go to that town on the far side of the world. Now you gotta go to that town on the complete other opposite side of the world.
Right.
And when none of those are what you needed to do, then I'll tell you what you need to do. I'm onto your game. Hey, look, everyone else has a level up now, too. Oh, that's a level.
I'm also actually thinking how we have. I think we have a little bit of extra armor. I might just turn into a knight for now anyway, just because. One of the things I like about the knight job is that they have high vitality, which affects your HP growth.
Yeah.
And max HP growth is the one thing that persists between job changes. So even though we already have a knight, I might still just turn into one. Because this is the point where red mage just isn't good anymore. Like, it doesn't really do anything. Oh look,
You-
and we got plenty of gear. So
You heard Scott. He said that red mages are the worst.
and I've got double serpent swords, which suits me just fine because those are the lightning element ones.
Scott has become chat.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I know. Is the gnome bread flatbread? I don't know. All I know is that it's drugs. That's all I've been able to discern. Alright, we're almost at this other town, which hopefully has useful things in it. Alright, Scott's almost got another level. So this is where the greens come from.
Yes.
I tend this flock. Hey now, told you not to go over there. That sheep just passed through another sheep. Oh god, so did she! Such a handful, but that's the job, I suppose. Come back here, you woolly nuisance.
And if you talk to her again, it'll do that whole thing again. So don't talk to her again.
So whatever you do, never speak to her again.
Yes. Just figured I'd save you the hassle in case you were like, well, what if she says something different now? She doesn't.
Just stop. Well. Displays HP and weakness.
Oh, we
confusion,
can
silence.
get Libra here. So that I forgot that we could get that now. Technically, that's a way to bypass needing a scholar for the upcoming fight. Although you wouldn't have a lot of level 4 MP, but I think you can cast it a few times probably.
I'll grab one. And then, will you want a future Blizzaga? Or anything like that?
I
don't-
mean, Blizzaga's worth picking up just in case we do have someone use some black magic. Which, again, for the upcoming boss fight, if we want to make it a lot easier for ourselves, that would be a very useful tool.
Well, currently the only one with 4th level spells is James, and I assume you if you... I mean, obviously anybody if they go to the correct things, but like, of the
Yeah.
typical casters. How's it going, Vanta Blues? How's it going, Phoenix?
I believe Cat was a black mage for a little while, so I think they have some black magic.
I mean, for like half a second, I think.
Yeah.
How many years has it been since we had visitors? Hardly anyone travels all the way out here. I know! Oh, look at all this potential stuff. Hey, I found the greens! Guys, I found the greens! Tell you all a secret. You know chocobos love Gysahl greens, right? Here's how to find the leader of a chocobo flock that lives in Chocobo Forest. Put a bushel of Gysahl greens by the tree in the middle of the woods. If you're lucky, you might get a glimpse of that big fella.
Now they always reference the fat chocobo and like tell you how to summon him, but the only thing it does is it lets you it acts as an item storage, so like you can give it items, and there is also a hidden passage in there.
Oh, yeah. It's... So I can harass the birds in person. Is that it?
But yeah, I think so. How many items are in this town? I know there's at least a few more, but I don't remember exactly how much.
I always press the wrong buttons. There's 3 more items and 1 chest.
Okay.
Hey! Can't traipse all over my prized veggies. Humph. As he traipsed over many more of his veggies than I did.
Yep.
Everything is suspicious.
Yep.
Still technically at work? Me too, Phoenix. Me too. A magic key opens locked doors.
So the way that magic keys work is that there are some doors in this game that are locked, and you have 2 options for opening them. You can either use a magic key, which are consumable, but as you can see, they're not terribly expensive, or you can have a thief in the party, and if you have a thief in the party, they will just auto-unlock any door that you interact with.
Is there anything stopping me from just switching to a thief, opening a door, and then switching off of thief?
Not in this version of the game, no.
So I should never buy a magic key.
Yeah, you technically never need magic keys.
Also,
Now
I
there
see
is a
chest back-
secret
yeah.
path.
I was gonna say I see the path in.
This path is tricky to find. I wonder if you can suss it out.
Do I?
It took me a minute.
Zenthis, thank you for the 52 months. Do I have to do it from in here, or do I have to enter from?
It is from in here. That is something that confused me. I thought it was from outside, but it is not. It's in a very unusual spot, though. I'll tell you that.
Aha!
It's like the only secret path that I know of in the game that's like you have to do it from the doorway.
The shuriken, a ninja's projectile weapon. Now, is that
Yes,
like a weapon, or is that a consumable thrown item?
It is a throw item for the ninja class, which is one of the ultimate classes that you get at the end of the game. But they gave you a shuriken now, just cause.
Oh, and then he tells me about the Geisha Greens if you talk to him back here. I expected him to be like, what are you doing back here? Get out, you nerd. Okay, and now I believe that was the 1 chest, so now it's just some hidden items. Alright, that's the revival house.
Yeah, that's true, Zenthis. Obviously, if you're gonna have someone switch to a thief and switch back, you don't want to do it with a magic caster because they'd lose all their MP. But as long as you don't have a full party of casters, there's always going to be somebody who's available to do the
look,
swap.
I found a magic key and some Geisha Greens.
Yeah, they do
and a
give
magic
you
key.
a couple keys.
And that's it.
Yep.
We've exhausted everything in this town. Well, that wasn't terribly exciting.
Now, was there anything else that we needed to loot? I don't remember if we got everything in.
The castle. Like the big castle. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in here, but we didn't have access to a lot of it before. I don't know when that will open up more.
Yeah, I guess some of that might just be.
There's a random item in the Dwarven Hollows that we missed.
Oh, we should probably check that because we should be able to get everything in there now. So we probably just have to like talk to somebody to get whatever that is.
All right, well, I'll go back there and. As I just, in the interest of keeping things moving, if you can use your telepathy to figure out where it might be.
I do have mental powers.
I'm psychotic. I mean psychic.
Yeah, that was going to be the next one.
lot of serpents of the seas here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You just gotta talk to the dwarf that I think it's the one that's like in front of where the horns are.
Okay, I thought I did talk to him, but maybe I need to talk to him again.
It's either him or
Yeah.
okay, maybe it's that guy.
Here, you can have this key as a thank you
Oh.
for retrieving our horns. This is Morn Geishel if you want it. God dang, it's a magic key. Let's go, Great Cat. Okay, so now the only places left that I've been to that have things that I have not retrieved is Castle Argus.
Yeah, and I'm just double checking because I want to say you should be able to get most of that. Oh yeah, because some of that stuff was behind locked doors, which now we have keys in the thief class, so we can get that stuff now. At least most of it.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Ow. How's it going, Firewolf? I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, so while we're here, just have me temporarily turn into a thief, just to make sure that we won't use any of those keys, just in case we want to use them later for whatever reason.
Okay.
And then
So go.
there should be, I think there were like powers that you have to go into.
Probably. Let's see, I'll just do that real quick since I went the wrong way. I thought this way was in the secret path, but I was mistaken.
Well, keep going because there's a. If you go back up there, there's a path to the right. It's in that. Yeah, the top side of that little bit. Yeah. I don't remember if it was. Oh, there's a couple things right here.
Bomb
And
fragment.
there's a path here.
Wind. A tranquilizer. Okay.
So
yeah.
that was some of the stuff we missed.
Yeah, and we could have gotten that at any time. I just.
Yeah. I actually thought that was going to lead us to where the locked doors were, but I guess not. It's,
they must be this
maybe
way.
it's up here.
Hold on. Before I do that. Oh, yeah, that path just leads there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
and
this
then
looks
here's where there was 2 locked doors.
Yeah, and that's why we didn't get this stuff.
Are there any fights that I'm going to be wary that you're a thief currently?
I don't think so, but if there are, whatever.
If there are, that's your problem now. Okay. A couple of things there.
Right tower, and then I think this is the only other locked door, so you can't. You should be able to just change me back now.
Oops. So when do we all go back to being Onion Knights?
Never unless you want to do a whole lot of grinding, because they don't get good until after level 90.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like, after level 90, their stat growth goes from absolute poop to, like, the best stats in the game. So then if you get them up to level 99, they have, like, maxed out stats. And there is onion gear that only they can wear. And fans have actually coined the term Theox, which is fully equipped onion knights. And
Sure.
they are... Like, they require a lot of grinding and stuff, but if you do it, they are supremely powerful. But, yeah, it's a lot of work.
So using your psychic powers, do you know where the 2 found not in chest items are? Because we got all the items in chests.
You have to get them later.
Have to get them later. Perfect.
Yeah, those are after you do story stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah, I will say there was a glitch in, I don't think it's in this version of the game, but in some versions of this game, there was a glitch where you could like rank down equipment in your inventory, and since onion gear was technically at the top of the list, you could take like the starting longsword and like de-rank it to become an onion sword and so on and so forth with each of your equipment. So you could have the
Huh.
onion gear at the beginning of the game if you wanted.
Perfect. Okay, well, we've done a fair amount of globetrotting. Where do we actually go from here?
So now that we've got, I think we've got everything now.
Everything that is possible to obtain.
So now where you're supposed to go is that town on the eastern edge of the desert to the south of you.
Okay.
You want to go back to that town.
Oh god, killer fish. Oh, everyone levels up to catch up to Scott. This town right here.
Yep.
I remember these guys. These guys aren't even like leaders or chieftains or whatever. Scrubs.
Just regular old Sahagin.
Okay. Can't move. There they are. Seize them. Take that. And that. We're getting jumped.
Yep.
Bring them along. Castle Hine is always in need of fresh servants. Man, we're bad at this.
Yeah, we did get captured pretty easily.
I'm Argus, ruler of the castle north of the desert. But I can hardly call myself a king with all my subjects are missing. Hine cursed my soldiers, you see, bending them to his will. Blast it all! He was once my most trusted advisor. Are you alright, your majesty? That would be fine. What matters is to find Hine and defeat him. Mr. Hine was Argus' most trusted advisor until the earthquake. It's like he's been behest of some dark force ever since. Found a way out, an opening in the corner to my left. I won't live long enough to escape, but you might. Use this to shrink yourselves. Oh, god dang it.
Don't worry, it's not a mini dungeon. It's literally just you have to be mini to go through, and that's it.
It's the worst timeline.
You can also sneak over to that cell to the left if you want to, although you probably want to unmini before you talk to him for reasons.
So did I just waste a cast of minis, what you're telling me?
I mean, there's a full heal pot right there, so it doesn't really matter, but you do want to unmini if you're going to talk to him.
Is he gonna fight us to death?
He's going to fight you.
Take down Master Hyde, you say. As his little servant, I will make this place your grave! Okay. Huh.
Yeah, he's just a dude. I just figured you wouldn't want to be mini for that fight, because then we would have been doing no damage.
Your grave!
But now you can re-mini and then recover your MP.
You know what? That makes even more sense.
And then once you're through, you should be able to just unmini and go on. Because I think it just puts you on the other side.
Into a staircase.
And in here, I don't think you have to stay mini. You can just, yeah, you can cast it. So there you go.
Okay. There's a little secret tunnel, which is not secret because it is the way to go.
Yep.
And there's another chest here. This little doodle in the middle. A bit ominous.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of like plot you can get regarding this, that we're inside the Elder Tree, which the advisor from Castle Argus, his name is Hein, he has made this into his own fortress and, like, taken control of it. It's supposed to be in a forest not too far from here, and without the Elder Tree, the forest is slowly dying, but, yeah, he's taken it and made it his fortress, and it's wandering the desert currently, and you've been captured and brought here.
I see. Oh, so welcome back, Tiny. I'm sorry to hear about Pepper's foot.
Again?
You have a very injury-prone dog, but I hope they feel better. Again.
Oh, don't worry, Tiny. Meow got lots of cuddles earlier. She was actually lounging on my chest for a while. She was like, I demand worship.
We are VIP at the vet. Do you have like one of those like frequent customer like punch cards? Like every 10th trip is free? I've asked. Just finish this fight, then I can fix everybody. Scott's out leveling us some more.
Look, that XP gap is gonna seem smaller and smaller as we go.
It's gonna seem smaller and smaller, but in my heart, I'll know it's there.
It's like, that's gonna go from being a few fights to being a fight to being like a fraction of a fight.
Money. More money.
Can't go wrong with money.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyone who said mo money, mo problems never lacked money.
Yeah. Speaking of lacking money, I just did my taxes.
I am fortunate enough to always get a refund, so doing taxes is not an ordeal for me. It's just a slightly annoying thing I have to do to get my money back.
I get to give the government a 4-digit number that varies. We got Zeus's Wrath. That is just a non-use thingy, I think, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just casts thunder.
Alright, so that's all that. So unless there's another secret area, we should be okay. Oh, Scott's got too cool for us again.
Cool.
Now, here's the annoying thing about those shades. Is on certain jobs, they make sense, but not yours. Certain jobs face their head a little bit towards camera. Knight is not one of them.
Yeah, like James having those sunglasses would be perfect.
Makes perfect sense.
But for me, I'm wearing them slightly askew.
And do I have a magic to deal with that yet, or am I just...
It's a level 4 spell, so you could have gotten Blind Nub, but it would be a very expensive alternative to eye drops.
And I think I'm fine without.
Yeah. Eye drops are not terribly expensive.
Oh, a royal sword.
Now that's very good for knights.
That's a legendary blade fit for a king. I feel like we're getting that too early in the game.
Now they referenced it. If you talked to everyone in the room with the king, one of them does specifically mention that the royal sword is hidden away here somewhere. And using that with the heroic shield does make for a very tanky and very strong character, but the heroic shield also essentially cuts your DPS quite a bit because you're not using two swords. But it is a very good shield.
Well, what if we split up the heroism? Ah, but he's got the better weapon, so what?
Honestly, this is pretty much what I did too, where I had one knight with the royal sword and the heroic shield, and one knight with a pair of elemental swords. So you got one tanky knight and one damage dealing knight.
Oh, you look fancy.
Ow.
Take that, horseless headsman. Alright. Another chest over there. Keep seeing these little cocoon things, but I don't like them.
Yeah, it's just part of the Elder Tree. As far as I know, you can't interact with them. I tried.
They look like some kind of like cocoon. I don't like it. Allow me to just set fire to the tree. They do look eldritch horror-y. I agree. Oh, an elixir! Put it in the pile.
Oh, there we go. Now James has sunglasses, and he's actually allowed to wear them because he doesn't need to be able to hit, and they fit on his face.
Allowed to wear them.
Yeah.
Puts them on over his hood. Well, yeah, it holds the hood on.
Alright, so just check real quick to see if we got all the treasures. I think we did.
Yes.
Yep. Alright, so this is the big boss Chancellor Man.
It's Hein the Mage. This fountain of corruption, dark power is truly spectacular. You could never understand. This power I can move forests, control armies. I can hold the world in the palm of my hand. All those who dare oppose me will be annihilated.
So this is the boss where various NPCs have been not even vaguely hinting that he has a barrier shift, he changes his elemental weakness, and he's only vulnerable to magic. But
only vulnerable to magic.
yes.
Well, only
So-
vulnerable meaning
Only
takes-
vulnerable meaning it's the only
Yeah.
thing that does real damage to him. We can do physical damage to him, it's just very little.
Well, I went in here with every melee.
I know. But to be fair, I think this is the same party composition I beat him with, but it was not pretty.
No weaknesses.
Yeah, he doesn't start with any weaknesses, but at some point you will see him barrier shift, and then he will have a weakness. But luckily for now, he's hitting us knights who
Yeah.
are resistant to elements because of our... We've got like flame mail and ice helmets, so...
I could do some magic. Look at this. Did you see it?
That's probably for the best, because whatever element he's not weak to, he absorbs. Except for arrow, James should have arrow,
Yes.
and that does work. He typically operates with the fire, ice, and lightning But
Okay.
wind is outside of that, so he can do
Oh,
some damage.
I'm napping.
But as you can see, our physical attacks do very little.
Look, we're getting there.
And you woke up, which is good.
Yes. See, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we're actually doing okay. James probably will want to
Yeah.
heal, though.
Yeah.
Barrier shift, so which is fine, because that's... Since we're just brute forcing this, that's just him wasting a turn, basically.
Yeah.
I can live with that. But this is mostly down to, like, Chad and I are doing consistent paper cut damage, but most of the damage is going to have to come from you and James.
Yeah, we got this.
Me and Chad are just chipping away.
I will continue to keep James topped up. Just I don't need any accidents. No accidents in the
Yeah.
workplace.
Yeah, as long as we're careful, he'll go down eventually. Because, like, ideally you're supposed to have, like, a Scholar and a couple Black Mages, suss out his weakness with the Scholar, and then hit him with either elemental weapons or elemental spells. But,
That
I
sounds like a
mean,
lot of nonsense.
yeah, it's a lot of legwork.
Is that blind affecting that arrow?
It might be, I don't know. Look, until you started playing this, I didn't know magic could miss. In my game, I don't think I've ever had a spell miss.
I think I cured the wrong person.
Well, I think it's smart targets.
No, I
Oh.
specifically targeted James.
Oh.
I should have targeted chat. It's fine.
Okay, he's just barrier
Yeah.
shifting anyway, so who cares?
I was used to James was taking so many hits to the face. It was muscle memory, cure James.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah, see, that's what we don't want to see.
Yeah.
You're the one who's most
Yeah.
vulnerable to his magic attacks.
All right, that's
Okay,
fine.
That's fine. Super okay.
Boosh.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Easy
Perfect.
fight.
And that's basically the last, like, super niche boss fight in the game. There are going to be other gimmicks in the future, but they're like,
That was way
Oh.
better than the other fight. This fight
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
even on the radar.
yeah, like I said, the salamander is the worst fight in the game. After that, things aren't nearly as bad.
It's a voice echoing from the wall. Warriors, I thank you. Wait a minute, the wall just speak? I am the Elder Tree of the Living Woods. Hein cast a powerful curse on me. Thanks to you, that curse is now broken. I am in your debt. Before I head back to my woods, I will return the humans locked within my walls to where their roots belong. Hi, gang. Huzzah! Thank you. Let us be off. The journey may not be smooth, but journeys seldom are. Just blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's the hairball.
Yep, the thing that was floating around in the desert. It was the elder tree.
Of course that's a tree. Why wouldn't it be? We have arrived, saplings. You may alight. Oh, we can just light the tree on fire now. Let's get down.
Also, you could have come to this forest before, but it would have just been these fairies, and they would have told you how, oh, the forest is dying, you have to save the elder tree, Hein is using it as his fortress, etc., etc.
Etc., etc. At long last, I'm back to where I belong. Thank you. You saved our woods. How heroic! Darkness threatens to envelop our world. You have been chosen by the light to ensure the balance is not upset. Take this with you. Use it to find your way when darkness blocks your path. The Fang of Wind.
We already have the Fang of Water that we got from the Nepto Shrine.
Hein's atrocities wrought havoc within my roots and trunk. I fear I must refuse visitors to these woods for at least a millennium while I heal. Warriors, you have my thanks. Now go and dispel the darkness of the world. You are our last hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now, if you try to go back into that forest, the Elder will. You get repelled.
Now, he brought me all the way over here, away from my boat, which was not nice.
Yeah, you gotta walk back to your boat. It's not too bad.
It's the worst. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
So now we need to go to Castle Argus because the people have been returned there and they'll have some things for us. Another bit of story is that if you had gone and talked to Sid, he would be talking about how he needs, and you may have at one point, I don't remember, but he's basically like, I'd love to make you an airship, but you need to talk to the King of Argus because he's the one that has what you need.
He did indeed say that. Does this
So
town
now
not
that
have an
the
inn?
king's rescued, it does not. This town was pillaged, so it's in a pretty rough state.
Well, yeah. People like that need an inn.
And I believe there's 2 people you can talk to in Castle Argus to get stuff. One is the king, but I think there's someone else you can talk to as well.
Okay.
I think it's like the advisor or whatever.
Thank you for saving our kingdom. No, I do know there's also a heal up here. You know, guys, just give me one second. Just
Hang on.
Did everyone hold? Okay. All right. Greetings, brave warriors. You have restored peace to my kingdom. You know not the depth of my appreciation. Please accept this in return. It is the Wheel of Time, a device said to be constructed by the ancients. It has been in my family for generations. Oh, I didn't realize he was an Armstrong. Take it to a man named Sid in Canaan. Oh, you're already acquainted? Well, I'll spare my explanation. Go to him now, warriors.
Also, the other person you can get an item from is actually in one of the towers. I just went to double check. So turn me back into a thief real quick.
Gosh, ding dang don it, flibbity bibbity stibbity.
I mean, you could just use a key if you want to, but...
Look, I'll complain, but I'm not going to give up sweet loots.
I believe it's the right tower, but I could be wrong.
Who relocked this door?
Oh, yeah, it was the left tower. Whoops. I've wasted so much of your time.
It was all done on purpose.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hello. I'm researching elixirs. You've heard of elixirs, right? The legendary healing draft? You mean the things that I collect and never use? Came just at the right time. I finished brewing 2 of them. Here, take them with you. Ah, excellent. Put them in the pile.
Alright, now you can change me back into a knight for now.
Oh.
Alright, so that should be everything here. Now we need to go to Canaan or Cannon or whatever that town is called. We get Sid to make us a new airship.
We'll go to explosive device.
And then fire Sid out of a cannon. Look, it'll be just like the... Oh, was it Secret of Mana? Or was it one of the Mana games? There's like a network of cannons that you use for fast travel.
Oh, yes. He's in that little town just inside that mountain range, right? Is he still there? No,
To
that's
the
where we
south-
left.
Yeah, you want to go to the southeast. It's next to the Dragon's Peak.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
And then he's in one of these houses.
A little further. All the way up in the northwest.
That one.
Yep.
If only we had the Wheel of Time. Well, coincidentally,
It's a good book
here's
series.
a canoe. The Wheel of Time. With this, I can make you a new airship. Just a sec. I'll make the Enterprise into the finest airship of all. Back in a jiffy.
I'm actually currently reading those books. I'm on book 9 currently, I believe.
Hold on a second. You can read?
Sometimes.
Holy crap. Finished. When you're on the open ocean, press the confirm button to convert the ship into an airship. You can only make the landing in water, so be careful. Sorry, I don't remember how to get it to land on solid ground. I bet you I can get it to land on solid ground. Once.
Yeah, once. So now we have a convertible airship.
All right. Put the top down and just cruise, baby.
So that does make it a bit niche because it's like we still can't fly over mountains,
Wow.
but we can fly, but we can't land on solid ground. We can only land in water, and it has to be like ocean water. Like you can't land in a river or lake.
I can land here.
Nope.
I want to go see the surfing.
That's later.
Oh,
Besides, you don't want to deal with that right now. Oh,
Yeah.
to the left there, that's another. I think another chocobo forest. A little bit back.
That
Well,
one?
there's that
Oh.
one too. I'm surprised we never went in that one. That's literally
Yeah.
right next to the cave mouth.
Is that one there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never went in them. All right, so now that we have the power of flight,
So the main thing is we can go.
yeah, I'm trying to look at the map for places that we couldn't reach before, and I'm not seeing any obvious ones.
Just go in a direction and just keep going.
Oh, dear.
Oh my gosh!
Holy crap. Oh, the world has expanded.
But as you can see from the map, there's not much here.
What are you talking about? I can press A and go down into that water.
Uh-huh.
But there's stuff. Don't you worry. We have
The funny thing is there are definitely similarities between this world and the world in Final Fantasy Legend 3, which is a game I'm very familiar with. I don't know how many people here have played it, but that game also has a floating continent and an overworld that was flooded very heavily.
So there's two places that I can conceivably go. The place I just landed and that little island to the north. Which one should I go to first, do you think? Or does it matter?
You can check this one first while you're here because it'll only take like 2 seconds. Because you can go in here and there's the Temple of Water.
Okay. If
And
I've learned anything from Zelda games, you gotta watch out for the Temples of Water.
you can go in there and there's just a shard.
Of course, I go through the temple. Only Arya, the priestess of the Temple of Water, is permitted to touch the shard of the water crystal. And Arya? Oh, okay.
So you can't do anything with it yet. And then those springs to the right are healing and revival springs for what it's worth. In this first room, though the ones you looked at on the right. Those
Oh, yeah,
ones.
these ones.
So that's healing, that's revival. Just for what it's worth.
No status removals.
Nope, no status removal.
James still
Oddly
blind.
enough, the status removal springs are actually pretty rare. So you can go through here, but you don't need to yet.
And there's
'Cause,
no items in here.
And actually, come to think of it, you can't go through here yet because that door is sealed.
Ah.
So,
Okay. Good to know.
so now we can check out that other island to the north.
To the skies. Also, I said one island to the north, but I see like an errant pixel there.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I never noticed that, but I do know what that is.
I hear that a lot from you. just don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's, no big.
I wanted to see if I can go on the ship. I can go onto the ship.
Yep.
And there's 2 chests on this ship. Sweet, delicious treasure. Deep within the bowels of the ship. I see it. I'm sure you guys have an interesting story, but first... Ooh, a blood sword.
Blood
That
sword is pretty sweet.
is typically... Oh, that's very strong.
Yeah.
And it is a blood sword. Oh.
You just don't want to hit undead people with it.
But what if it's funny? Most of the world is underwater after that huge earthquake. I was on a boat at the time, luckily enough. Saved a young lady that was clinging to a piece of driftwood. We're the only survivors, as far as I'm aware.
So even though you were on a floating continent, the big earthquake that shifted everything and caused all this catastrophe, it affected the rest of the world as well.
Oh. They were on a big ship, and she was floating on a door, but it wasn't big enough for 2 people. It was a whole thing. The Spanky Bob Twitch doesn't want me to see the stream. There was a network error. Well, refresh and try again. I think it's working for everybody else. Not that he would hear me say it if he's having a hard
Yeah.
time. Oh, she needs an antidote of some variety. Is it like an actual antidote?
I believe so.
Where am I? Who are you? Oh, what is this power I feel within you? Is it light? You must be the warriors who are gifted with the powers of the crystal. Oh, thank goodness you're here. I'm Arya, priestess of the Temple of Water. You don't say.
Yep. Convenient.
What happened? The earth's power caused a great tremor and buried the water crystal deep underground. Without the water crystal to protect them, the people turned to stone and sent plummeting to the ocean's depths. Wow, that got serious in a hurry.
Yeah.
Please take me to the Temple of Water. A shard of the water crystal remains there. If I can return to the crystal, that might break the curse. Well, I know where it is, but you're injured. I'll be fine. What matters is the fate of the world? Please, I need to get to the Temple of Water. All right, you have a convincing argument. Thank you.
Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the you.
Damn. Well, come along. I know you're injured and your legs probably hurt, but let's just do a couple of laps just to make sure that you're fit. Climb up a ladder about it. All right. Even closed out Chrome and opened up again fresh. I am sorry to hear that, Spanky. I don't know why it's being so rude to you. Also, that forest looked suspicious. I didn't trust it. Alrighty. I feel like we've been here before.
Yep.
Thank goodness the light has not yet left this shard completely. Come, we must take this yard to the cavern north of here. Well, I'm familiar with all of these places. Ropers. Oh,
They're definitely different from the Ropers in Zelda.
these guys hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Ah, but you're fine. You'll never
Yeah.
need to be healed again.
I'm super okay.
Oh, jeez.
They really do need to stop attacking James. He's very squishy. And you're actually pretty squishy too.
I would argue I'm probably squishier because I can't sit in the back row like he can. Ah, see, look, attack chat. Chat can take it.
Yeah. That's what me and Chat are here for. Chat more than me, but we're both fairly tanky.
Yeah, chat wearing the shield does a lot for survivability.
Should probably heal you too, honestly.
But it's
I'm
like,
just
I
gonna
don't like...
correction. Don't forget, level 1 spell slots, you've got plenty.
Look, it's elixirs all over again. When you gave me spell slots, I want to cast as few as possible so that I have them when I need them. Except with spell slots, I actually use them. But elixirs, there for the next game. Door is sealed to prevent outsiders from entering the inner sanctum. Can only be opened by a priestess of the water temple. I could words. Kneels and murmurs a prayer. Slowly pulls out a bobby pin and picks the lock. The seal on the door dissipated.
So the world might be mended.
Oh god! Maybe try fire. The ice didn't seem to be working much. Also, James is... Oh, stop it! They know where we are most vulnerable. Oh yeah, fire did much better than ice. How much will that heal if it goes off?
Oh, you know what? For my offhand sword, I should probably switch to the serpent sword.
Yeah.
Because it's a little weaker, but it's lightning element, which is going to work much better in here than ice.
Scott has lifesteal. He has a blood sword filled with blood.
But yeah, serpent sword is the way to go.
Okay.
And it's the best element anyway, so you know.
Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. I agree. I would love.
Yeah, heal staff
Yeah,
would be nice.
That waterfall makes me suspicious. It's nothing, but it should have been.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, that's pretty okay. Oh yeah, and then you hit chat. Chat can take it.
Oh, we should have gotten a light staff, because then James could be doing ice and lightning.
It's true. That fire staff damage wasn't too bad just then.
Yeah, it's okay, but lightning would be better.
Is this your completely unbiased opinion?
I mean, it's also accurate. You see how much better the serpent sword is doing.
Sure, but I feel like even if it was equal...
I am biased, but it is also correct here.
Is there a secret path in that little bottom area, or is that a time-wasting bottom area?
I know it looks like there's a rubble-covered door, but I don't think you can do anything down there. I believe I checked in my game, and I couldn't do anything. And I think you already looked at the map. This place has no treasure, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's fine. It does look suspicious though, because it's like it's not just a dead end. There's also a wall that like looks different, and it looks like it's a doorway that's been blocked off. But
That must be Mir James. Let's see. Oh, it is me. Job level 50, baby. Got the achievement. Alright, looks like we just go down. Again, like that area to the right, just a big old dead end.
Yep.
Oh,
It's designed for padding game time before there were
Oh,
maps.
James, no. James, not like this.
Yikes.
You know what?
Yeah, maybe a AoE Kiora.
Oh, and he understood the assignment. Immediately went first. I wish I could tactically target the AoEs, like, so I can do, like, AoE -1, because I... Or AoE -2, just target 2 people. To increase the potency.
Probably do want to have James heal himself again, because he's still pretty low.
What are you talking about? He's fine. He's got the cool guy shades. What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, you don't have to listen to me. You can just watch him get
I'm
too
contractually obligated to listen to you, and you know this. Also, these guys are lovely.
I know, aren't they?
Why didn't they ever make a comeback in Final Fantasy?
It's a mystery.
Oh, now we gotta get our tootsies wet. Oh. Oh, cockatrices, you... This is a glow down?
Yeah.
Hoo-wee. Oh, jeez.
We should still have some gold needles, I believe, and being petrified doesn't make you miss XP in this version, which is nice. Yeah, we do have plenty of gold needles, so we're good.
God, those things are rough to look at.
Yeah, it's the eyes.
Cockatrice is supposed to look like a chicken with a snake tail. No, a cockatrice is supposed to look like whatever that abomination was. Come on, keep up.
In this version, for some reason, they just made the recolor of Basilisk a cockatrice. They're like, look, it's another thing that turns people to stone. That means it fits, right?
Absolutely. Alrighty.
Yay, water crystal.
Crystal of water, may you regain your light. Returns the shard to the crystal. Stab, stab. Watch out! No. Okay. James. Arya, no! She was my bestest friend forever. You do not lack for luck, it seems. That cursed arrow was meant for you. I am the Kraken, tasked by my master Zande himself to ensure that this crystal never regains its former light. You'll never leave here alive!
The Kraken, famously notorious for using a bow and arrow to assassinate people.
Every time. When will people learn? Ho!
I would have much preferred if it targeted me with that, because I have ice resistance.
Maybe an actual Kira there.
Good. Got it off before the Kraken.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh,
See you
That's
later.
gonna hurt.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh,
Too
shrugged
bad.
it off. I don't even have to have a big boy cure for that one.
I'm glad James has been getting their turns fast. Because these spells hurt. But we're doing a lot of damage, so the Kraken shouldn't last long. Luckily, for once, this boss fight isn't like niche or gimmicky. It's just fight the thing.
It's just a fight. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. Imagine.
Ah, see,
No,
now
they're
you've been
resistant,
hit.
So yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
yeah.
I can handle that.
You know, I'm not even gonna heal. You're gonna heal you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the blood sword. I'm good.
Boosh.
James has magic resist, so yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay. Ah, there we go.
Perfect.
Easy peasy. Imagine how many bows a Kraken can use. Many. The rest of us level up. They're not particularly exciting levels. Arya! No! I just returned to the crystal. My purpose is fulfilled. Thank you for everything. Arya, please don't go.
Dang.
This title is yours. It is imbued with the power of water.
New jobs!
Dragoon, Viking, Black Belt, Dark Knight, Evoker, and Bard. Oh, we're getting the spicy
Kinds
stuff
of
now.
fun stuff, yeah.
Arya, hang in there.
Jeez.
It's my time. You must continue your journey without me. The world needs light to dispel the darkness. Do this for me. Bring back peace. Arya, no. Goodbye. No. Just slowly nudge her into the water.
Dang.
Another earthquake. It's too dangerous to stay here. We can't just leave Arya. Nudges her further into the water. Watch out. Ah.
Calm down, Shauna.
Just think they could have hired me. Hey, we just got an achievement for obtaining 100,000 gil. Oh, there was a town under the sea. I'm sure
Yeah.
they're doing just fine. Just, huh? You're finally awake. 3 days is a long time to sleep. You know what to say. Where are we? Amur, town of water. My grandpa found you all collapsed in the ruins of the temple. We've been out for 3 days? All right, well. New jobs!
So you're going to like one in particular.
Is it the black belt? Ooh, he's got claws.
Yeah, Black Belt is basically just an upgrade of Monk.
But also Viking.
Viking is also very good. Honestly, Viking is what I'm turning into.
Ooh, okay. If you're gonna be a Viking, then
So-
I'll be happy with either a black belt or a Dark Knight. Dark Knight also sounds cool.
My reason for wanting to be Viking is because they have incredibly high vitality, so they get a lot of max HP. But they also wield some pretty fun weapons. They get axes and hammers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Vikings sound fun to me.
They're also a very... They actually aren't, like, damage focused. They're a tanky class.
Okay.
They're sort of an upgrade to Knight, sort of, kind of, ish.
Let's see.
Yeah, so they use claws instead of
Yeah.
nunchucks, but they're also okay barehanded until we can find some claws. Yeah, I will be a Viking because I want all the hit points. Ideally, eventually, I also wouldn't mind being something like a Bard or Dragoon and just switching to Viking right before leveling. But that's, I
Sure.
realize that's
Yeah.
very micromanagey, so I'm not gonna make you do that. Like I can just be a Viking, and that's fine too.
Is there any obvious this is the better white mage class? Like, is
Not
Bard...
Not yet,
No?
but I will say that the Bard has songs that are very good for support, and the song that they're actually unique in this version in that they actually learn new songs by job leveling, which is like the only class in the game that gets anything from job levels other than like attack bonuses and stuff.
Okay.
Um, and the song they start with is a healing song, and it doesn't cost, like, they don't use MP, they can just sing as much as they want, and it's an AoE heal that just heals the party. So white mages have a lot more utility than bards do, but for support, bards are very good.
Well, it all will depend on what kind of equipment we find in this particular town, I think. Oh, all's well that ends well, etc., etc. You got any new items to sell here?
And the Phoenix, the difference between Night and Dark Knight is that the Dark Knight is dark.
Yeah.
So the Dark Knight is a weird class because it's like a katana wielding knight, but you don't get katanas until much later in the game. So if you try to use Dark Knight now, it doesn't do any, like, they just suck. They can't equip anything.
Look at them get their
Oh,
shimmy
yeah.
on.
This is a whole thing.
Man, my piano skills have improved.
Uh-huh.
Phew! Those guys can spin very fast. All right. Good job, everybody. Bravo! Okay. A pair of Livygrass shoes will get you over the bottomless bog easily. Didn't that eccentric old Delilah have a few pairs? Lives down in the sewers. Gildor's not to be trifled with. So strong, not even magic works on him. Excellent.
See, that's a boss we'll have no problem with because for once it's a boss where magic is not useful and you want to be all physical.
Okay, well, before we get into the weeds talking to everybody, let me just... There's 7 items to find. I should probably find those first.
And yeah, the serpent, that is Final Fantasy V you're thinking of. And in that one, not only do you get better at playing the piano with every unique one you use, but if you get all of them, it actually gives you a bard song. So you definitely want to find all of them.
Where's all the hidden MacGuffins? I need to find them before I purchase things. I've been burned before.
It's true. All I can say is look everywhere, and the tall grass is typically where they hide stuff.
Well,
some of the stuff I don't think you can get yet. It might even be all of it. I can't remember for sure. I think you can get... Isn't there like a vegetable patch, or can you not get to that yet?
I saw it, but I don't think I have access to it unless I can find a way into the water.
Yeah, basically, I think all the items are in the waterways, so you might have to do some stuff first.
Alright. Ah, look at all this stuff. Oh, geez, there's so much.
Dagger, claws, and the claws are very expensive.
Thunder Spear. Who wants to get that? Nerds.
Aww.
Oh, Kaiser Knuckles are actually worse for me than barehanded.
That's only because if you equip one of them, it's worse. But if you equip 2 of them, it's better.
Alrighty.
That being said,
it's expensive.
I think we're gonna find one maybe, and they are pretty expensive. So you can maybe hold off on that and look at the shops first.
I haven't sold stuff in a while. We're never gonna be using bows, I don't think, right? I don't think anyone's using a bow. No one's using a bow.
They're definitely not now.
We have all these books, and those for scholarly nerds, right?
Yeah, the books are only for scholars, and honestly, we
Yeah.
can do without those. The
Uh,
scholar armor, though, is useful for certain caster classes, so I would hold on to some of that.
okay. Bo, get that out of here. Elixirs. Let's see. No one's using mage robes anymore.
You can sell one or two of the mage robes, and I think that would be fine.
I don't
And
think.
as much as I hate to say it, you can sell the turfing.
I'm pretty sure I can sell this now.
Yeah, you can sell those.
Let's see. Great bow.
Sell the great bow, iron arrow. It's like eventually the leather caps will be useless, but for this very moment, we still need that one. You could probably sell the shell helmet at this point. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I might just buy the 2 Kaiser Knuckles. Probably get you a Morning Star if you want to be.
Yeah, I need at least one weapon. I will say the battle axe has more power, but less accuracy.
More power but less accuracy. And they're both infused with the power of lightning. So do you want a flail or an axe? I'll let you decide.
I think for now I'll go with the Morning Star for consistency because it is more accurate by a fair margin.
And then we can get a harp. Discount if you buy in bulk, but not if you buy different things. Rude. Okay, let's see where this puts me. So I have 64 barehanded. And then the 100 with both of them. All right.
It is a fair difference. Now we still need to shop for armor as well.
Yes.
And you could probably turn me into a Viking now that... And we also probably should decide what we want to do with chat. Do they want to stay a knight? Or do we want to make them a caster or something? Do we want to make them something else like a thief? Like, what? Does chat have any input on that?
What I could do with chat is I can go Bing
have them
Bosh
go
with
damage and
you.
then me the shield, yeah, because I'll be the tanky boy.
Yeah. Onion Knight. See? Lucky you asked chat. How did you not suspect that this would happen? Can bards use shields or things of that nature?
No.
Could I dual wield harps?
I don't think so.
Curses. Well, we have some more potential things to sell if it comes down to it, but let's just poke our head in here. Hey, heroic shield.
Yeah, we could buy a second one if we wanted. And Black Cowl is thief gear. Chakra Band will be good for you.
And Viking
Helm will be good for me.
Oh, I like your celebratory dance.
Yeah.
The more I'm looking at the Viking, I'm like, is that actually just the best one? I think that might be the best one.
If you want to also be a Viking, that's fine. We can be Viking.
I'm happy that there's a Viking on the team. So we'll do that. Well, I guess.
Similarly, Black Belky is very good for you. Viking Mail is very good for me. Thief Gloves are very specifically good for thieves.
Who would have guessed?
I'm going to have so much defense.
He's a tanky boy. And still nothing new there. Still nothing new there. Okay. Headband that awakens hidden powers. Oh, what new hidden powers do I get, Scott?
You do actually have some skills now that you're a black belt instead of a monk. Yeah. Black belts are actually very good. Like you've been doing good damage as a monk, but have overall been unfortunately not the most exciting thing. But black belts are awesome.
All right then. Keep that for now. This is fine for now. Okay. So that will do. How can you look at that kind of thing?
I actually don't think there's a way to look at class skills from the menu, oddly enough. Oh, I guess you can. You can
That
command,
sing, and then boost and kick.
which are, if you've played
Draw
Final Fantasy
attacks.
IV, they're the same things as those. So yeah, so knights have guard, but Vikings have draw attacks, and draw attacks is a taunt that can hit like the whole enemy party, and it will make them significantly more likely to attack me. And then boost and kick are boost allows you to store power for the following turn and make you hit really hard on that following turn, whereas kick is an AoE attack.
Nice. Also, Musification, thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate it. How you doing?
One of the fun things about kick too is that it is technically a ranged attack. Like you can kick from the back row and still do the same amount of damage. So if we get back attacked, you can just kick.
I assume Kick 2 is the sequel to Kick.
And yeah, I like the black belt sprite too. You got like a sweet cape.
Hell yeah. We have a legend here in our village. It says that 4 warriors will appear to bring balance to the forces of light and darkness. Hi, guys. Off we go!
Yep.
The hell? Oh, don't mind them. They're harmless. Those fellas just think they're the 4 warriors of legend.
Yeah.
This game is so weird.
It is.
Like, what drugs were they on other than just yes?
Look, they made Final Fantasy 1 and then Final Fantasy 2, and then this was the last Final Fantasy game for the NES, and they were like, what can we do to make this unique and strange?
Yes, unique. Happens to be the problem, youngsters. Need to get to the sewers to retrieve some levergrass shoes. The sewers? Oh, no, you can't go in there. Too many monsters. That's why they're sealed, don't you see? Look, we're on a mission to find the final crystal. This is important. Did you say crystal? So you 4 are the real warriors of legend. What in the blue hell? Did you hear that? These kids think they're the chosen ones. Don't they know that that's us? They seem so convinced it's them. Seem dead set on getting into those sewers. Guess we gotta beat them to it. Yeah, beat them to it.
Yeah.
Understood. I'll lead the way to the sewers. Don't fall behind. Is this world worth saving? Has anyone thought of this? It
Also,
might
I
be.
don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember for sure, but there might be a hidden item in his house.
All right. Now, where's that keyhole? Ah, I mean, I searched his house and I didn't see any. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe there isn't. I probably thinking of a different house.
Well, we have access to the sewers now, so we could theoretically find more stuff.
Oh, Dragon Quest VII Remake drops next week. I am going to play that. I just played the original version of Dragon Quest VII for the first time. Well,
Oh.
finished it for the first time not too long ago, like last year,
Well,
and I enjoyed it.
that was 4 of the things already.
Yep, and then you can go.
Just,
I think the
really
rest-
traversing. Oh, this looks.
That's the sewers.
That's the
so
sewers.
that's,
That makes
that's
sense.
where you're going. But if you go back to the left, there's a waterfall that isn't blocked off by a sluice. And then in that grass, there should be some items.
Ooh, black garb, thief gloves, a black cowl.
So now, if we want
Huh.
to have a
Yeah.
thief, which we will soon, was that everything? Do we have all the items?
I think that was yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we get a set of thief armor for free. We don't get a dagger, but
That's fine.
I think we might find daggers along the way. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I will say, just as fair warning, in Goldor's mansion there are some locked doors, so I'll probably just be like, turn either me or chat briefly into a thief so we can open those doors, but that
Okay.
shouldn't be a problem.
That's fine. There'll be 1 hidden item and 5 chests in here.
Yep.
The hidden
And
item is the sneaky one because
Yeah, but that should be the Levigrass shoes, I think. Because a lot of times, like, if there's an item you get from either the story or talking to someone, that's listed under just the items.
Claw attack. It wasn't an impressive hit, but it did get the kill.
Yeah. And like I said, Vikings aren't necessarily awesome at doing damage until you really level them up and have them dual wielding. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to be the tanky boy.
I just appreciate you and the bard doing non-standard victory dances.
I love the bards just, yeah! Just kick the leg up.
Hey, cat claws.
Hey. Remember when I said you didn't have to buy 2?
I did have to buy 2 because these are worse.
They're not worse.
They are
definitely
garbage tier crap.
But they increase your agility.
You know, we can go home. I'm okay with just leaving this situation to settle itself. The natural order. Help! It's those old timers from earlier. We can definitely just leave them to fight on their own.
Have a furry visitor. Here's a good time for you to kick, and I could draw attacks. Sure.
You'll draw attacks. And then hit him with a big kick.
Love that free AoE heal.
No, I missed a couple of them.
Oh,
Oh, man, I got some schmoves. Holy moly.
Kick is pretty good.
Okay. We would have been goners without your help. We owe you one. Guess this proves that we're not the legendary heroes after all. Who would have guessed? Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. And then they're just going to wander about. You could have sworn it was going to be us. No crying, no use crying over spilled milk. We better let these whippersnappers handle this. Besides, I need a nap. Seems we weren't quite up to stuff, because it's back to the grindstone for us. Thanks for the help.
You know, they're talking about how old these guys are. Judging by how JRPGs are, they're probably like 30.
That just reminds me of Mega Man Battle Network. Just the old man. I'm 30 years old.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's how it is in like anime or JRPGs. Once you hit the tender age of 30, your back starts to go. Everyone's a whippersnapper.
I feel that in my incredibly old bones. I'm 10 years older than old.
I know. We're like ancient. I think I have to pick up a meow. She's hovering for pets.
Just do it.
Come here. There you go. Yeah. All right.
Dang. I want to be friends with whoever this is. They look cool as hell. They got the shades on and everything.
This is Delilah.
My. What do we have here? You looking for old Delilah? Yes, we want to hang out with you for the rest of the game. Everyone else sucks. Why? Delilah's me. You youngins think you're the legendary warriors? I see. You sure don't look the part if you ask me. But if you insist, here are the shoes you desire. Catch. I swear to God. Watch out! Those shoes were a trap. How could you tell? Just a hunch. Nah, I'm just Josh, and I've seen the real shoes before. Delilah, stop. These youngsters tell the truth. I'll vouch for them. Oh, my word. I took you for liars. My mistake. I would have killed you on my hunch. Would you give them your lemongrass shoes? If you gents trust them, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, these are the real shoes. What was the point of any of this? Which is the subtitle for this entire game.
And yes, Tiny, you heard correctly. I have a meow. She is on my chest right now.
Meowing away.
Get purring like an engine.
Get across the bottomless bog and find that last crystal. We put on shoes. You four may not be the chosen warriors, but you're true heroes at heart. I hate you. Ah, it's nothing. Okay, bye. Hang on tight. I'll teleport us out of here in no time. Whoopee!
See, they're helpful.
My new headcanon is that they are the actual true warriors of light. Because they have the correct temperament to be a hero in this world. You really thought I used teleport to get us out? No. It was just an otter shroom. Never lose that determination you showed in the sewers. Keep up that determination. You youngsters can do anything you set your mind to. Don't get cocky. We're heroes too. Sure, you heroes might have more strength and smart and skills and magic than us. But I bet we're more popular with the ladies. I'm leaving this town and I'm never coming back. Alright, well, we have a whole new world to explore. It's slightly more populated than it used to be.
Yep, so our ship is still chained up, so we can't really go anywhere with that.
Aww,
and to remove the chains, we have to go deal with Goldor, which is in the mansion to the south, which is blocked by a bog, but we have the shoes now, which will let us cross the bog.
Okay. I'm looking on the map trying to find what looks to be a bog.
It's much smaller than you're imagining.
Well, I see the mansion. Magicians. Now.
Now, I will say, if we're going to be using a bard instead of a white mage, we probably do want to stock up on high potions, because the bard healing is nice and consistent and doesn't cost anything, but for spot healing, it's not great.
I'm debating on whether or not James just goes back, but...
Yeah, I will say bard is better used with a white mage, but by itself, it's not really a great primary healer.
But that means I have to go back to town to get my spell slots back.
Yes.
Curses. Also, just to make sure we get there. I didn't need to do it at all. It was a waste of a high potion. Oh, 2 ice staffs. Gotta mix it up. Oh, she could wear, or he can wear scholarly things. And they're just better.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's like the scholar gear isn't just for scholars, and it's pretty good, so.
Was James wearing scholar gear before and I just forgot? It's entirely possible.
Maybe?
Alright. Spell slots reacquired. Goldor has one. Bottomless bog, etc., etc. The only wasted items are ones left over at the end of the game. Which is why I'll never waste an item. Not even one item, ever.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Down to the bog. Are these black flan going to be annoying?
They're not nearly as bad as in 2.
And I was like, we don't have a ton of magic damage at the moment.
Yeah, they're not like... They're vulnerable to magic, but they're not like highly resistant to physical.
Hey Scott, you leveled up.
Oh, so many hit points.
Also.
That's it, by the way. That's the bottomless
Yeah.
bog.
Hey look, we found a Chocobo Woods. Do we want to give a Geishel Green to see a thing?
We could do it just to see the fat chocobo.
Let's see. Fat Chocobo appeared! Ah. Hello, what do you want? Store, retrieve. Well,
Yeah, which is like maybe it made more sense in the original version of the game. Maybe there was limited inventory, but in this version, it's kind of useless because you don't have a limit on how much stuff you can carry. So
I should be able to turn that Chocobo into chicken nuggies.
now here's where these doors are all locked, so you can either open them with keys or you can have one of us turn into a thief temporarily.
I'm sure this won't get old. Ever. Dang it! It's immediately old! But I know that if I just leave you a thief, I'm gonna get encounters and die forever.
I think this room is empty, but if you go to...
That's why I switched you.
Yeah, because that would have been bad. I would have been useless in this fight. Because we don't have any daggers yet.
Alright.
I will say that the room on the top right is the last place you want to go, so don't go in there yet. 'Cause otherwise
Including
you'll have-
like the top top room?
Yes.
Oh.
This room, I don't remember what's in there. It might be treasure, it might be nothing. I can't remember. And
Oh, yeah.
then
And you said
you want to go up first.
it's like, stop hitting James. Hit anyone else. I feel like I can take a hit these days, which is nice.
Yeah, because you just got upgrades, so.
Oh, big level from chat. Big level from James. A level for me. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You know what? Draw some attacks. I'm gonna have you cure you. And then I'm gonna go in with the kick.
Oh, I only got one of them.
And of course they're going after James.
Now you
All
have
right,
to make that
guys.
sound every time you kick.
Well, you don't have to tell me because I was already going to.
Okay, good. Man, I'm
Sniper.
so good at doing damage.
Sniper poised like Michael Jackson. I think that they're not leaning in quite the right direction for that. Look,
Oh man, I got
Yeah.
the kill.
I was gonna say, it seems like you're doing plenty of damage to me. A golden sword. A golden sword. A gold. I'm sensing a pattern.
Keep going.
And Wyvern Claws! I can't stress enough how utterly bizarre this game is.
Yeah, it does things. Yeah, the golden sword is actually crap. It's just for selling.
But the Wyvern Claws!
The wyvern claws are quite
Ooh,
good.
Flame and lightning. Casts arrow when used in battle. Wow, that's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I could get a little more agility and evasion, but power. This game is so goddamn weird. Like,
Yeah.
it is baffling.
My impression of these games 2 and 3 was always that, like, it's still in the NES era, and the first Final Fantasy was what pulled
Yeah.
them out of the grave as a company. So with 2 and 3, they were really like just experimenting, just throwing out all kinds of weird random ideas and just doing all of this wacky stuff. And it wasn't until they moved on to the SNES with 4 that they really started to like
Stop
lock
doing
it in.
drugs.
And yes, like they were still trying new things, but it was more like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's not great. I can honestly just stay in the back row and taunt. Yeah. Just try and get their attention.
I think I want you in the back row. And I
And then
think
you-
I'm kicking, baby.
Because like I said, it's
So-
technically like a ranged attack. You kick from the back row just fine.
So yeah, Spanky Bob, your argument of it was made on the NES, what do you honestly expect? 1 and 2 were not even remotely as insane as this game.
To be fair, two had some oddities, but two's strangeness was more in like the mechanics and some of the NPCs, whereas this one was admittedly much wackier and makes very little sense. Yeah, Halo,
Right.
love 1. I also love 1. I have played through Final Fantasy 1 more times than I can count. Like especially when I was a kid, I played it on the NES.
It's not saying that he's played it a lot, it's just saying you can't count that high.
Yeah, I played it once, I played it a second time, and then I don't know after that, I just. But no, I really have played it a ton of times. I don't even know how many.
I wonder what suspicious, weird things are going on here. You know, maybe draw attacks is your new default. You're here to tank.
I'm sure. I am tanky boy.
Oh,
It's like,
and you're tanking now.
When my job level gets higher and I have more like hits, I will be able to do decent damage by dual wielding. But for now, I don't deal much damage. I'm just here to be tough.
Is draw attacks permanent? Does it fade away? How does it work?
I believe it only works for the round, but I'm not totally sure.
Well, that auto missed, which but then James got attacked, so maybe it wasn't an auto miss. Maybe it's just a miss. Okay. Why is everything golden? Well, it's because it's a very golden place.
Yeah, this is Goldor's mansion, and it's in his name. He loves gold. And there's also going to be a little more of an explanation later, although oddly enough, they don't tell you until much later. But basically, this guy's obsessed with gold.
He loves gold.
He's a gold member.
Alright. Also, I assumed, but I didn't actually check. Yes, that was all of the chests in that
Yep,
one
it was
room.
all in that one spot.
Oh, this looks like a guy.
And there's the crystal that they mentioned he has.
Think you're gonna give up my crystal over my dead body? Yeah, that is currently the plan. Alright. I think you drawing the boss's attacks is a great idea.
If he's susceptible to it, I'm not sure how well it works, but we'll see.
We will find out. I haven't tried boosting yet.
Yeah, the boss fight is a great time to do that.
It missed, so it doesn't mean that he's immune, but it's not a good sign. Well, that arrow wasn't. Oh yeah, is this the guy that? Yeah.
Yeah, they did mention he's resistant to magic.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
James will be just
I
on
know.
healing duty.
I'm gonna try drawing attacks one more time. If it doesn't work, then I think just start swinging. James will heal himself because chat will heal themselves. Alright, that did miss again. Alright. Swing for the fences.
Yeah, I would say I'm doing okay damage considering that I have a shield on.
Yeah, not bad at all. Just kind of do one of those because I don't know where it's going. Yeah, not bad at all. Physician, heal thyself. Chat, heal thyself. Alright, you ready for this?
Do it. Give him the bonk.
Come on, killing blow. Killing blow. 6 hits! James has been holding that in for a while. He's just like, let me at him!
Look, keep going. Do it.
Tired of all this casting nonsense. Oh man, I probably should have healed you. I really probably should have healed you.
That one did a lot more damage than
Finish
the last
him!
one.
Dang.
There
Yay!
we go. Perfect. All according to plan.
Perfect. No, not my crystal. I'll smash it before I hand it over. Ha! Crystal broke into 1,000,000 pieces. Well, I guess the game's over. World's doomed. Not the crystal. How could you? Quite easily. Did you see me kick it? It was sweet. Now it'll never be yours.
Well, so much for the Earth Crystal.
Goldor dropped the key to unlock the chains around the ship, but as soon as you grasped it, it disappeared. The curse is lifted and the airship can be flown once more. Perfect. Our ship is unchained, but the crystal is gone. What do we do now? Panic?
At the disco?
Yes. Where else would you panic?
Oh.
Alright, well. We don't have an exit spell. Also, I just realized there's a shorter path. I'm a fool. I'm a foolish fool. Eh. XP! Who can bonk harder between you and James? Oh yeah, I see that path down the bottom there.
Yeah, just a shortcut.
I was a fool.
Does James not have teleport?
I didn't check, and now I'm afraid to look.
I was wondering why you were walking back out. But
Because
whatever.
I assumed I didn't have it.
And I mean, he might not. I don't remember if we got him all the white magic spells, which, if we haven't, that's probably something we should look into, because there's no point in not getting more of his spells.
Scott levels up. Gets a little bit of everything. No!
Okay, we should probably pick that up.
Never been so relieved not to have something.
Because he really should have that. I don't know why he doesn't.
I don't know either.
We probably didn't have much money at the time.
Scott, you're so cool.
I know, right?
But we know.
And I actually have the correct head disposition for
It's true.
sunglass wearing.
But we can't have you be that cool.
Aw.
I'm taking the express route. Look at that wiggly butt. Should I just get right in the ship, or should I heal up in town? We didn't use that many. Well, I guess James used like half of their level 1 spells.
Yeah, but we're fine. Because honestly, I think that the first thing we should do is go back to the floating continent and check for some white magic for James. Because we really should have at least teleport, if not some of his other spells.
Spells, who needs them? What place sells the bestest spells?
If you look on the map, you can see which towns have magic shops. I'm trying to remember which ones have which. It's like Village of the Ancients has some magic. I think that was the
Nice.
level 4 spells. Well, I know they also have sight
Oh yeah, I gotta.
when they land in the water.
Dad, it's the water. How dare you? Out of my way. Gotta get the magic. Hey, teleport.
Yeah, look at that. And then you can pick up Blindna if you want to, but you don't need to because eye drops are pretty cheap.
Yeah, but I will. It's just convenience.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing wrong with getting it. Same with sight, like it's super cheap, so you could get it if you want to, but you
No.
don't necessarily need it.
I have a grudge against sight specifically. Gotta buy them all. Nah, that ain't me. Alright. Well, that's all we needed. We're fine now. Now to just dive off the continent without my boat. Okay. So I imagine we have places to go. We still have to land in the water, so there's that one settlement on the continent that we were just at, but to like the northeast of where we were, kind of in between all those mountains. We can land up in there.
Yeah, so I will say if I'm remembering correctly, the next thing you have to do in terms of progression is on that northwestern continent, there's what looks like a massive city on
Yes.
Don't fly directly over that city until you're ready to progress because it will just kind of suck you in.
It will just kind of suck. Oh yeah, we've already been here. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's the water shrine.
There
There are a couple places you can visit that are just like towns you can go to.
see, I can. Oh, it won't let me land there.
Nope. So that little island in the center, there's a little town you can visit there that has some stuff. That's a Chocobo Forest, I believe. Yeah, here you can
Okay.
visit.
Good night, Phoenix. Duster. There's 2 items to be found in Duster. Just There's a lot of people hanging out by the waterfall. Don't mind me. Just gotta find your secret gubbins. Earthen drums! This does look like a place that would have drums.
There are a lot of bards.
I was gonna say hippies, but yeah.
And same thing.
I come from a long line of hippies. Ah. Oh, wait. Oh. Aha!
There you
Good night, Tiny! Ho Ho there, listen to this song of mine. Lord Bahamut, greatest dragon of all, awaits a warrior, great or small. Should such a hero bring his fall, his power would be at their beck and call. Probably no subtle hints in that, so we can probably just move on.
So this town is specifically for like bards, geomancers, and summoners. So you can see there's various things for geomancers and bards in particular.
A harp that confuses enemies, a harp named for one of the gods. Now, do your songs change based on your weapon?
They actually used to, but now it's based on your job level as a bard, so...
Okay. Interesting, interesting. A feathered hat, a bard vest, a kaya vest, and rune bracers! James is like, oh dear god, rune bracers.
Yeah, the rune bracers are actually pretty good.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Prevent various status effects and give good stats.
Oh, yes. I wish I could equip them.
You'll get something somewhat soon. I think we get some for you soon.
You're like, one day. Okay. Geomancy use nature itself as a weapon. They unleash magical attacks to move the terrain and pummel enemies. Oh, they all have songs, don't they? Slumbering shadow beneath the lake bides his time, for the day he wakes, and the chains of darkness he shall break. Lord of the deep, Leviathake. he didn't rhyme. So are we getting a summoner at some point? Long ago there were men who sought power, but the light would the world soon devour. When strength overflowed, nothing could make it slow, so the mortals on earth could but cower. But 4 heroes of darkness did come to banish the light that did strong. The realm to its limits now, light is diminished, and to darkness the world will succumb. Man, way to be a downer. I feel like these are all going to be songs in similar tone. I'll leave you guys to it.
Yeah, one of them tells you about Odin. I don't remember what the other two say.
Now, I said don't fly over that town, but is there anything else of note on this continent?
You can go over to the north side, and there's a town up there.
Okay. Come on, that's water.
There's also a chocobo forest there, for what it's worth.
Oh god, the chocobo forest has needle monkeys in it, and those are not monkeys that I've ever seen.
And also keep in mind that, like, just visiting a location will, like, put it on the map, so if you care, it can be worth popping into the chocobo forest just to, like, add it to the map.
That probably makes sense. Yeah, you need to get hit more. You could take it.
Yeah.
He's just come at me, bro. Taunt plus durability. Classic combo.
And as my job level grows, not only do I get more weapon attacks like all physical fighters, but I believe my draw attacks also gets more accurate.
Well, that'd be nice. Oh, hey, summons.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Now, I think we did get the Evoker class, and the Evoker
Oh.
class is a weird one.
Do they do the summons?
So they're like an apprentice summoner, because what they do is they can learn the summon magic, but each one doesn't necessarily do its like big attack. With an evoker, each summon spell has a chance of doing one of two things, and it's usually like a single target strong attack or a status effect, or in the case of Ifrit, actually an AoE heal. So they're very interesting, but the main problem with them is the inconsistency. Like, you don't know which effect you're going to get, which is especially funny with Escape, because Escape is what it sounds like. It will either summon Chocobo to do a Chocobo kick, or it will flee from battle. Like, you can end up casting that and just having the party run away.
Summons are for nerds. There, I said it. Heater, was that
The-
before he was a freet? No, he was a freet in there too. Heater was the item, but he summons a freet.
Yeah, the spell names are just not the summon names.
1 chest and 4 items here, and I see this one guy over there.
Yep.
Gotta figure out how to get to him.
Also, those guys there are evokers.
Yeah, like I said, nerds. I'm a Gulgan! In ancient times, the power of light flooded the world, a cataclysmic event called the Wrath of Light. And the same thing is happening with the power of darkness. Something must be summoning it. What it is, though, I cannot say. All I know is that that which once brought balance to the world has been thrown into chaos. If either light or dark were to envelop the other, neither would survive. So if the world is too good, we have to be evil.
Did you get the item that was next to him?
Yes. Also, look at this guy just up in his window.
Yeah. And there, I don't know if you caught it, but yeah, there's a path right there. Examine that candle.
Ow! There we go. Yeah! Now we're talking. Psst, I heard there's an underwater treasure trove beneath a small triangular island.
That is very useful to know later.
But I want it now.
I want it now. I want it now.
Great and powerful mage named Noah who lived in the Dowd continent, but he's like dead and stuff. All right, well, what is my summoning spell working? Oh, geez, it's Chocobo. Not another Chocobo. What am I doing wrong? You're using the Chocobo. Summon. Leviathan and Bahamut no longer inhabit these lands. Noah sealed them on a floating continent.
And you have seen them. You had to flee from Bahamut right near the beginning, and Leviathan is that big dark ship in that mountain lake.
It was a light tactical retreat. Hey, a turtle shell. Hey, an elixir. There's one more hidden item somewheres. Are you hiding it? Fire shift doesn't work against summoning magic. Even if the enemy changes weakness, summon can still cause damage. Haha, I found another turtle shell in a tree. Which is just a... you know what? I gotta sell these golden swords. Hello, magic man. Buy my golden swords. Oh, they're so pricey. Now's the part where you tell me, oh, you needed those for something much later. That's the best item in the game.
Yeah, if you kept those, you'd be able to get the strongest black belt weapon in the game.
How dare you?
No, as far as I know, you could just sell those. It doesn't. I think I sold 10 of them in my game because I'm obsessed with like having every item, but I didn't keep all of them.
I can't help but notice that in the southeast, I see a small triangular island.
Yep. But it's an underwater cavern that hides the treasure trove, and you don't have a way to get underwater yet, unfortunately.
Sure I do. Once. Alright,
Ideally, you want to be able to get back out.
Well, alright. Now you're just being ridiculous. Are we ready for this? I think we're ready for this.
Yeah, you can go there if you want.
Should I have flown over it? But I was just gonna
You
walk in
have
the front door. Oh, I have to fly over it? Okay.
Because there's a gate there, you can't get in on foot.
It was a tactical decision to fly between the two cannons.
Yeah.
Game over, baby!
Choices were made.
Why isn't the world a single lake anymore? What'd you miss? That was just a floating island in the greater massive world. We've left our small enclosure.
And then it was a big lake because it was flooded, but then we activated the water crystal to cure the curse that sunk everything, and
No.
now it's better.
There's 20 chests here. Why must we fight our brethren? This is pure madness! Fight for your honor and your lives. All on the losing side will be branded as traitors and executed. It's not fair. These guys are the only ones animated about it. Everyone else,
Yep.
including the horses,
Yep.
are just... Yeah, they don't have anything to say about it. Makes you think you outsiders can just waltz into the castle grounds. Get out! By order of the king, no one's allowed in or out of Saradena Castle.
Saronia.
That's what I said. Alright. Just making sure there's no secret nonsense. I don't see any. Alright, well we're in here now. Southeastern Saronia. It's very specific.
Yeah.
But at least there's nothing here.
The city is divided into 4 regions.
How
4
are they-
districts.
Notice the Dragonspire. The Dragoons keep their prized treasure at the top. Well, Dragoons are dumb.
How dare you?
Oh, that reminds me. I was talking to James about this. Final Fantasies 7 and 8 specifically have a limited roster. So you and James will have to agree on what your character is, because the main character is unfortunately stuck,
Mhm.
and I'm picking one. So 7 and 8, you're gonna have to figure out what you like. Any guesses on what my choices are for 7 and 8?
Barrett and I want to say Zell, but
See,
could be Irvine.
That you were correct on your second guess. People would think, knowing me, that would be Zell. But
Yeah, that's
he's-
why I hesitated, because I'm like, it might be Zell because he's the punchy guy, but Irvine,
he's just
like-
too much of a goober for me.
yeah. And it's like, for Final Fantasy VII, my first pick would be Sid. And
Which we assumed.
but I feel like James would pick Red 13. So we'll
Or
have-
Yuffie. Those are his
Or
two
Yuffie,
favorites.
And
Oh,
for
Drag-
8, I usually use Zell and Irvine, but if you want Irvine, then for me, it's like maybe Zell. I feel like James would pick Selfie, which I have no objections to Selfie. I know he hates Renoa though.
I don't know if he hates Renoa.
He hates Renoa.
No. Interesting. But she has a wrist-mounted dog launcher.
No, she does. He always just hated the fact that she is very like damsel in distress, despite being one of the protagonists. Which, I mean, we've had discussions about that. Like I made my assertion that like it kind of seems like she plays the damsel in distress, but it's really just because of story reasons. Like she has no control over that. Like she is being controlled and manipulated by the whole sorceress thing. So it's
You want to
not
hear?
really damsel in distress.
You want to hear a fun fact?
What's
She
that?
actually has the highest stats in the game for player characters, even higher than Squall.
Which is because she is. I mean, there's story reasons for that too, because she is the sorceress. Like, she's actually a very powerful vessel of magic, so it fits.
How's it going, Twilight? What'd you miss from last time's end? We fought some things. We put some wings on our boat. We left our little world into a bigger world.
And now we have some Dragoon gear for no particular reason.
I mean, one of us could be a Dragoon. We can test it. Oh, the double Thunder Spear.
Yeah.
Oh,
And my issue with Dragoon is just that they have way lower vitality than they should. Like, despite being like a heavy frontline class, they're very low on vitality, so they don't gain a lot of hit points, which is sad. But I won't mind being a Dragoon as well for the upcoming boss fight, but I don't need to change yet.
I'm not convinced I like it more than Knight for chat specifically. Just because chat with the blood sword situation is just so self-sufficient.
Yeah, it's just you haven't encountered people talking about it yet,
No.
but there is going to be an upcoming boss fight where Dragoons are the way to go. It's kind of like the
Yeah, railroad me into doing stuff.
what I was gonna say is it's kind of like the Valvalus fighting for, but less you have to be a Dragoon, and more the Dragoons are very good for that fight. So, like, I am also probably gonna turn into a Dragoon for that fight, but that's also why they just give you a bunch of Dragoon gear.
Why can't I make shop go? What the heck?
Because there's a lot going on right now. But that weapon shop in particular.
Only a Dragoon can beat the area very monster.
Which is only half true. You don't have to be a Dragoon, but it is the best way. Especially with Wind Spears. Wind Spears do a ton of damage. Which I think we find like one Wind Spear, maybe?
Then I'll buy one. For now. This place sucks. Gonna give them a poor Yelp review. Well, to the other corner. Zzz. Oh. That old man looks suspicious over there. Oh, if only Prince Alice were here, maybe things would be different. You should have been more suspicious. Why do you say the same thing as the other old man and you're over here on an island?
Just cuz.
Oh, but there's 2 items and 11 chests here.
Mm-hmm. There sure are.
Why do you say the things the way you say them?
Cuz it's funny.
Why do you do this to me? The young man in the tavern who was a dead ringer for the prince. He's in this tavern, right here. This way.
Get in there, stupid.
Get along with this brat. He thinks he's the prince of the kingdom. What a laugh. Bwah, ha ha ha. Hey there, little prince. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Leave him alone. Oh, the liar prince's buddies have shown up. Sick of boys. Well, anyway. You called him a nerd, and only one of them got mad about it.
Because they know.
That's not how you use a spear. Chat, I don't know if you guys know this.
They don't fix that until like I want to say FF5. I think in 5 they actually like have a stabbing motion with the spears. But until then,
Ouch! Oof! Have mercy! I am Air, son of King Gorn, and heir to the throne of Sardonia. Thank you for coming to my aid. What on earth happened to Sardonia? This is not easy to say, but my father's changed. He suddenly pitted our armed forces against each other. I tried to talk sense into him, but he could not be swayed. He sent me into exile. I realize you are but travelers to our land, but would you lend me your aid? I must return to the castle and reason with my father. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Rad, my dude. And then he puts himself in between all of the bullies again.
look, they've been pacified.
Eek, have mercy. Eek, have
See?
mercy. Eek, have mercy. They all became Uncle Jesse.
Man, that's an old man reference.
I'm an old man, okay?
That's why I got it.
Oh, but exiled must be seen. Do not give me away, I beg of you. But I told these guys about you.
So talk to the old men again for one thing.
You freaking get the frick up! Thank heavens you're alive, your highness. I wanted you to have this, so I snuck it out of the castle grounds. Oh, hey, look, another wind spear.
Yeah.
Praise be, it's the young Prince Alice. Please take this. Dragon mail.
So now we have enough equipment to outfit 4 dragoons if we so desired.
Yeah, 4 nerds, more like it. Yeah, God.
To find the rest of the items, I believe they're all in that house on the right. If you go in there.
My research mainly involves the study of chocobos. I've discovered how to call forth Fat Chocobo. Voila!
They always make such a big deal out of the fat chocobo, but it's like, it's just... Guys, it's just item storage, and we don't even need it.
No. Why
Yeah.
do I suspect?
And there you
All
go.
right. Perfect. Do the frogs give us anything if we turn into frogs?
No, then they'd be listed as items.
Yeah. Do they say anything interesting if we turn into frogs?
I have no idea. I
Do
don't
you
remember.
have an idea? Dang it.
I don't remember if there's anything in here.
There's nothing here! Library's been closed for a while now. Shoo! Go ahead, the library's closed! You can find information on anything in the library.
If you can get in there.
Only a dragoon can dragoon the dragoons. Dragoonally. Alright, well. Just kind of... Hey, I can buy some guys with grades. $320. That's how we
Did we
robbery.
even need that?
James was missing spells. Now he's got
Uh,
many more
this-
spells.
At this point, I will turn into a dragoon because
You would.
we're about to need some jump power.
You're a jump power. Got him.
Thank you.
Everybody, I got him. Did everyone see how got he was? incredibly got.
Sure.
You're like, I guess. All right. Where are we going from here?
Go back to the castle now that you have the prince.
You know, that makes sense. Don't mind us. Prince Alice? Let me pass. You've been exiled, Your Highness. I cannot let you through. What is it? The king is giving them permission to enter? Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on in. Your audience with His Majesty is scheduled for tomorrow. This room is yours to use until you wish until then. Rest well tonight. We're kind of in a hurry. Going to sleep with the candelabras lit.
Yeah.
Am I disturbing you? Absolutely. Yes, Your Highness. Cannot sleep for worry. What could my father be thinking? Am I not his own flesh and blood? Does he not care for me? How could a father exile his own son? Man, that sounds like a lot of interpersonal information that I wouldn't be privy to as I met you 5 minutes ago. Perhaps. Tomorrow we can meet with the king and ask him for an explanation. Does little to assuage my worry. The Prince of Yap. The king attacked with a knife. Death to the prince! Daddy, no! Minister Gigabits entered the room. What are you doing, sire? Don't stop. Kill the prince. If he was a good advisor, there'd be a comma there. Don't. Stop.
But...
hit him with the schlunk. The king turned the knife on himself instead. Daddy, I won't be manipulated any longer. How could you withstand my mind control? I would rather die than raise a hand against my beloved son. I will not submit to your manipulation. Then you will perish, fool. The prince will join you shortly. You'll have to get past this first. You're barely worth the trouble. I'll dispose of you in no time. I'm a bird!
Yeah, this is all stuff that the townspeople tell you if you talk to everybody. They're like, oh, the Gigametz has been manipulating the king, and we've also seen the image of Garuda flying to his room at night or whatever, so
Look,
it's...
You know what they say, Garuda Matata.
So jump!
Might as well jump!
You and James can... wind magic is good, so...
Wind magic is good, is it?
It's true. You have a way to cast arrow.
I should probably still have punched him in the face, but...
Probably, because I imagine your magic power is... yeah, not great.
Look at you, leaving us here to die!
Yeah, look, you could have been a Dragoon too. You chose not to.
No, that actually wasn't any better. Yeah, suffer with the rest of us.
Uh-huh.
Alright, this is actually... You know what? Nah, it's fine. I'll definitely be fine.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep spamming lightning, so it's basically just... You're meant to just all Dragoon, jump, murder.
Alright. Phoenix Down's gonna go off, and then the jumps are gonna go off, and you're gonna kill him, and then I'll get experience. Dang it!
I was too quick.
Oh, look at everybody else leveling up. It was so cool.
Yeah, look.
Father, I hope you're dead. Alice, my son, I've been under the minister's control for so long. Father, it's definitely your fault. I do not deserve forgiveness, nor do I expect it. Just know that your return has saved me. My soul is now freed from that torturous hold. Alice, please, you must take your rightful place on the throne and bring peace to Seronia once more. Daddy, no. I love you, my son. Well, that sucked. You have my thanks, James, and no one else. Like a fool, I doubted my father's love. Yeah, that is kind of what happened, huh? I will assume the throne as the rightful king of Seronia, as my father's wish. Without your help, Gilgamesh' crimes would never have come to light. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, brave warriors. Now, if you don't mind me, I see a secret path in this room. Also, I'm dead.
Yeah. And I can, at the very least, change back to Viking. I don't still need to. Not that I hate the Dragoon class, but it don't got the vitality.
Bip bop. And honestly, I feel like it was more effective. Oh, I found the mother lode!
Yeah, there's stuff here.
Rusty mail! Oh, that's a callback to Final Fantasy IX.
Yes. Oh, the Thorian hammer.
So much rust! Old armor that's falling apart. Defense 1! Hot damn.
Rusty mail is an item that I'm like, I'm not sure why that's in the game, honestly. But I like the Thorian hammer, although it's not as strong as the Morning Star, so I...
It would depend on how often you want to use Thundara instead of attacking.
Yeah, which honestly, Thundara, when I have like no intellect stat, would not do much. But I wouldn't mind offhanding it. I think my job level is high enough now that I could probably do some decent damage. Can at least try it for a bit, see how much damage I do, and I can always put a shield back on if need be.
A golem staff casts break when in battle.
Yeah, the golem staff is really good.
What does break do?
So break is an earth element magic attack that also causes gradual petrification.
Ooh. Okay. Nothing.
The funny thing about the golem staff is it also causes gradual petrification if you attack with it. So if you dual wield golem staves, you can cause 2 steps of gradual petrification because each one does it. So it's kind of funny.
If you went left or down, you'd get here eventually.
Yeah.
A bell. Oh, more rust. A vest. Viking mail. Dragon helm. Viking helm. Now I can have multiple Vikings.
Yeah, you could have another Viking.
Now the Gaia stuff is probably...
Yeah, that's more for like,
Bardic.
I want to say bards and rangers.
Wasn't there... Didn't you say there was a button that showed... Oh, if I just click on it. Geomancer.
Yeah. Oh, Geomancer's okay.
Yeah, Geomancer, the Ranger. No one can wear the Rusty Mail. Ever.
At least we have a dagger now. So turning into a thief wouldn't be totally bad in combat.
There's 2 more chests somewhere.
Yeah.
You want a JRPG with a job system that is spell sword? Well, isn't that Red Mage, essentially?
If you're looking for a spell sword job, Final Fantasy V, they actually have a sorcerer job, which is sorcerer / mystic knight, depending on which
Yeah.
translation.
So
And they
hope
do
you're
have
happy.
the spell sword command.
I hope you're frickin' happy, Sully. You ruined my life by sorting my items. Ah, God, more songs! Beneath the seas, the waves that board, lost temple buried towards Sassarania between the hordes. That sounds specific. Knows Luke can resound within dreams, but it lies dormant, some would say. The temple of timer, some would seems.
Nailed it.
Yeah. My father wished I would usher in a new area of peace in Saronia. No, not just Saronia, the whole world! I will conquer it all! Hurrah! Grant you free reign in my kingdom. You are welcome to anything you may deem useful in your noble quest. Well, good, because I stole most of it already, but where's the last 2 bits? Do we know where the last 2 bits of his magicalness is? Oh, maybe in...
Probably in one of these other rooms. I see a passage.
You see nothing. He died, the great mage Noah bequeathed his powers to 3 disciples, Zande, Doga, and Unye.
That other black mage has something plot relevant
Oh.
to say, I believe.
Also, there's a button up there.
Yeah.
No one's powerful enough to cause the calamity we're facing now are those 3 mages in Dalg. And Aulus' engine could be powerful enough to get you through the gales to the cross-shaped peninsula. You must head for the Dalg continent now, warriors! I feel a gale coming on. I'm trying to hold it back. The sneeze wants to sneeze so bad, but I think I've weathered the storm. This seemed unnecessary.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I found the final 2. This is a dead end, but I heard there used to be a tunnel here back in the day.
There are other people who reference the fact that there is a tunnel that goes from, like, the undersea into the castle, but it was sealed up years ago. That is the end of that tunnel, but that will be relevant later, because that guy standing there, that's Odin.
Yeah. Well, who wants that? Summoners are for nerds.
Oh, Meow has returned.
All hail. Did I go in this one yet? I did not go into this one. We're the Saurnian Engineer Corps. You're welcome to take our Nautilus airship. It was dug out of some ancient ruins, and we fixed it up. We'll go get it. No. Thanks. Good job, guy. Clang, clang, clang.
With the trolley.
Ding, ding, ding with the bell. Parked it outside the castle for you. The Nautilus should even get you through the gales of the Dalg continent. Fly safely.
And now you have a new airship to replace the one that blew up.
Convenient.
You don't have a good track record with airships, to be honest. You've already blown up 2 of them.
I know what's going to happen to this one. All right. Holy moly, this one's speedy. Still can't go over mountains, though.
Yep.
All right. Well, there were shops that were unshoppable before.
Yeah,
It
now
was
all the
not this
shops
one.
are open.
Did I need to fly here? No.
But also, yes.
Very yes. We have access to all these previously.
Yep.
Do you have to say you played Tactics Original recently? I played it when the remake came out. And before that, we played it on stream. Well. Kiraga seems pretty good. And Raze seems pretty good. Protect seems pretty good. No one wants Thundaga.
That makes me sad, because if I was a black mage, I would be much excited.
Well, look, it's your choice to be what you want, but until you
Yeah.
are...
I gotta be a Viking to get the hips.
The hoops.
Not a fan of the remake. I love the Ivalice Chronicles. I think
Yeah,
they did a great job with it.
I thought the remake was great. Even if you didn't like the remake.
Yeah,
the
it has
original is still there too.
Yeah, you could just play the classic version on there.
Not a fan of the original Tactics. Ah,
Oh.
well
then how dare you?
I don't know how you've gotten so far in life. Ooh,
Oh,
a
Blizzaga.
Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
and then rods that do rod things.
Sully, the PS1 isn't the one that had slowdown. The PSP version had slowdown, and that was admittedly pretty terrible.
I would argue that some of the spells in PS1 had a little bit of slowdown, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah, not much. I never really noticed much of an issue with slowdown happening, but in the PSP version, it was very noticeable. It was significant.
Some more magic over here. Which is the same crap we've been seeing everywhere else. The library's probably open now,
Yep.
for what that's worth. Book of Owen, Volume 1. As an engineer who invented the reactor that powers the continent's flotation, I've decided to name it after myself, the Tower of Owen. Very,
What a humble guy.
very humble. I'm guessing this is a very lore-focused lore room.
Yeah. You're like, I don't care about that crap.
Look, I read one thing. It was about some guy being so up his own butt that he named a tower after himself. That's all I needed to see. Oh God. Oh, jeez. Out of my way. Oh, wow. And all that for this. All right. Well, I guess I'm done here. All right. So now that we can push through Gales, where's particularly Gaily?
It's the southern continent that's mostly mountains. That's where you're supposed to go.
Also, I can land on land now. I feel like that might be significant at some point. Ah, jeez. I don't like... You're not even dragoons in the game, and you're on the edge of a ship in, like, the sky, and it's like, hey, why don't you jump? That's messed up.
If you were to auto battle, it would just default to attack since that command is no longer available.
I'm sure it would, but that's still messed up. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, now we're double talking. Man, for some free real estate, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Hmm. Twilight, me and you have very different sensibilities, is all I'll say, because Tactics Advanced annoyed the bejesus out of me, and Tactics OG is one of the best games ever made, as far as my personal opinion is concerned.
Yeah. Same. It's just like I played the original Final Fantasy Tactics, loved it. It's my favorite video game of all time. And then played Tactics Advance and was like, what is this? Because this is not the sequel that I was hoping for.
And
The judge
mages
system
are
is
super not useless.
yeah.
You just have to target enemies and know how long turn orders take, which is much easier in the remake because remakes make it much more available what the turn orders are going to be.
Yeah, you just have to. Using magic and tactics definitely requires the use of brain. You got to look at the active turn list, check charge times and stuff, but it can be extremely powerful if used correctly.
Trespassers, don't you know this is the hall of the great mage Doga? Seize them! Kupo. Are these the first Moogles? Are you
Yep.
for? My word, if it isn't the Warriors of Light in the flesh! Well, if the crystals have chosen you, far be it for me to question them. I have something to tell you. I know who is threatening this world with darkness. It's my old colleague Zonde. Along with Unwe, we are disciples of the greatest master of them all, Noah. Master Noah died to gift me his magic. He gave Unwe powers over the dreamscape, and finally he gave Zonde the gift of human mortality. What a gift! Enraged by what he considered a slight, Zonde sought to poison this world. He used the power of the Earth Crystal, combined it with the technical know-how of the ancients to bring about the Great Earthquake. But the Earth Crystal is gone. Goldor destroyed it. What? That wasn't the real Earth Crystal. It's just a rock I intended to produce gold. The real crystal's still hidden away.
So that's the bit of lore I was talking about. How I'm like, they don't tell you about that until much later. So there you go.
What a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Sunday tried to rid this world of light. He's trying to harness the darkness and use it for his own power. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. You cannot be allowed to unbalance the world. I will come with you and aid you in your quest. Well, we have one of the most powerful mages in history, so do we just win?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Also, do you have any loot? There's one loot. Whichever FFT had the stupid judge system was the worst one. That's advanced.
Yeah, that's Tactics Advanced, and the judge system.
I agree.
It's like it. Honestly, if it weren't for the judge system, I actually liked Tactics Advance. Even
Likewise,
though it still wasn't as good as the original Tactics.
But
But the judge system was the most arbitrarily infuriating game mechanic for just no reason. It was so stupid and it was so terrible.
Warp. Ba ba ba. Mage is or James is our Mage Caster Supreme.
Yeah, admittedly, archers in Tactics Advance were better than archers in Tactics, but that's same thing you're saying about the judge system. I would say that like archers being better is the only thing that Tactics Advance does better than the original Tactics.
Oh, didn't expect to find that in the pot.
To be fair, the Moogle would even tell you.
I was gonna do that just for the ow.
But it's a
Uh.
passage.
Would they have told me about it if I didn't just stumble upon that by accident?
No, I think you're expected to just find that.
Well, all right then. Son of a.
Now, so this is technically another mini dungeon, but it's very short and there's no treasure or anything. So you can literally just go in there and you can either temporarily turn into magic classes to deal with it, or you can just run from the battles because it's very short. It's like 3 rooms, I think. And like I said, there isn't even any treasure. It's literally you're just going to the end to get a thing.
Now, that said...
And these guys are weak to wind, so you could have
Yeah.
James just like eroga them.
Well, I was gonna say,
And-
we
and
all...
I do have Thundara, you have Arrow, Chat. I don't know if they have anything.
Chat doesn't have anything. Chat will have to guard. But everyone else has something. That did hurt a little bit. I think this is doable.
Yeah, it's fine. And if you get into another fight with these guys, you could theoretically just have James cast an Eroga to just wipe them out, because flying enemies are weak to wind. And he did just get a fancy new wind spell.
I
assuming
suppose that's true.
Learned it.
I did.
Although his MP is still limited for high-level magic. Oh yeah, he can't even
yeah.
cast it yet. Never mind.
He cannot cast it yet, but by God, it's there and ready for when that day comes.
Oh, you didn't like permadeath either? I very rarely ever have an issue with the permadeath in Final Fantasy Tactics. I like once you know the game, it's like it's pretty forgiving, because it's not like Fire Emblem where as soon as someone goes down, they're dead forever. You have time to get them up. You can Phoenix down. You can raise. There's definitely ways to work around it.
And when enemies die, you can get... If they drop a crystal, you can learn things for free, which is always kind of
Yeah.
nice.
And I always loved that. It's just like, oh man, I see a crystal. I want to learn some abilities for free.
Sorry, I didn't help more. I was napping.
Lazy.
Well, look, I was a whole level below everyone else, okay?
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours, because you stabbed the guy before I could get rezzed.
Look, you could have been a Dragoon jumping with the rest of us.
I couldn't. It was literally impossible.
That's a lie.
Absolutely. This is a very special modded version of the game that prevents my
yeah?
character from being a Dragoon. And you can't prove otherwise. Aha, hit the guarded guy. Alright. We've made it. But we can't rest. My life force won't last much longer. Oh god. Why? What happened?
Look, he's an old man.
Let me cast a spell on your ship. This will allow it to travel underwater. Oh, I know where there's treasure underwater.
Yeah.
All right, old man, you can die. I'm going to replace you with treasure.
Dang.
Must go to the Temple of Time under the sea at Cape Twin Horn, south of Zerodia. There you will find Noah's loot. Yeah, okay, cool. Music of that magic lute can reach the world of dreams. You must use it to wake up Une and bring her back to our world. I, on the other hand, must go and fetch Eureka's key. Once you find Une, you will need to commandeer the Invincible, a colossal battleship. Now go! Find the lute and awaken Une. We'll see each other again, young heroes. Alright, bye.
He's like, do all of this stuff.
I will warp you out of here with my magic. Hey, I could have done it myself. Now. Speaking of doing something. Alright, I have places to... Okay. Get out of here, you gargoyles. Oh, look, Scott out leveling everybody again. What else is new?
Look, you guys should have survived the salamander fight.
How dare you? I see there's a different path on this continent. Should I go there before I leave?
It's a dead end.
Alright, perfect. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Man, I can't believe this game is doing this in reference to Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, that's totally how that works.
First an FF9 reference and then an FF7 reference? Crazy. Oh, there's a lot of treasure in here. Who'd have guessed? You say 7, I say 5. I can't believe this is a reference to those Pokemon games where you get the dive TM.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was our first 4... No, that wasn't our first 4-digit number. The jumps were the first 4-digit numbers.
Yeah.
Ew, Gen 3. You may say ew, Gen 3, but Gen 3 had 2 of the best, most perfect Pokemon ever made.
I was trying to think of other Pokemon to say instead of what you were actually thinking, but after Gen 1 and Gen 2, everything is just kind of a blur to me. I don't know what came from where. I know what Pokemon you're talking about, but other than that, I'm like, I don't remember what specifically came out in Gen 3.
Hold on one moment.
Oh, he has to get his parlors.
These 2 guys. They're the best ones. Now you know. 2 best Pokemon ever made.
Like, my favorite Pokemon comes from Gen 1, so... This good old Dratini line. Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite.
What's wrong with your Mudkips? They're not Mudkips. Oh, a Diamond Shield.
That is a pretty strong shield. Also, monsters in here are pretty strong, just so you know.
Alright. So you're gonna put on that shield and get back to taunting, hey?
That's fine. I don't know how accurate it'll be, but I've gained some job levels, so might be fairly effective.
Because, oh boy, those numbers were flying. Honestly, just another AoE cure, I'll be fine. That Diamond Shield, resistant to lightning, and prevents you from turning into a toad.
Yeah.
Do you like that? And obviously the slightly higher stats better than preventing purification.
The
because
higher
of poison?
defense stats are pretty significant.
All right. Could put both of them on.
I could. Just be shield, boy. Look, if you're just gonna have me using draw attacks, technically I don't need the Morning Star.
You might not like it, but this is what peak perfection looks like.
And the Defender is actually a Knight Sword, so
Yeah. Oh, that is
very good.
very strong. Okay. Draw attacks, please.
Oh, I got 2 of them.
Hey, I got.
Not that guy, though. Well, the 2 that I got never even got to attack anyway, so there's that.
Yeah, you got to work on your taunt aim. Oh, I'll give you one more shot. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Got them. Haha!
Oh yeah, hit Shield Boy.
That's pretty effective.
The shield strat's finally coming into their own.
Eliota, Diancie, and Magerna? I don't even know what any of those Pokemon are.
I can tell. You like musically themed Pokemon, I see. Alright, now the treasure chest down here.
Oh, time to taunt.
Oh, you got 3
Oh,
of
I
them.
got 3 of them that time. Yeah, bring it on. Of course, the one I
Yeah.
don't taunt goes straight for you.
The one that you don't taunt could also hit you if they wanted. I'm just saying.
They could.
Only one of them is musical. Diancie is like, in my mind, I think musically related. So, name sounds like Dancy. Where's it's got like a, it looks like a thing. Oh, you missed your doodle dang.
Diancie is a spontaneous mutation of Carbink.
Yeah.
Whenever I look at like Gen 4 onward, I always feel like it's a different language or something. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just, I don't know, man.
If you evolve a doodle dang with a poodle snake, you get a flippy bip.
Also, Dual Tomahawk, that's a
Oh.
Viking weapon, and a very good one.
Okay. I mean, you're Shield Boy, so
Yeah, for the moment I'm shielding up, but once we're done with this cave, I'm gonna put that Tomahawk on.
without fail, whatever one you don't taunt is coming for me.
They know.
Ah, but you got him this time. And then I got him this time. And then everyone leveled about it. As far as you're concerned, the decline started with 7. I don't remember gen numbers that well, but my favorite one as a competitive Pokemon player was X and Y. I really enjoyed X and Y. But I also know that that is not an opinion that is held by everybody. I mean, you are Shield Boy, but it's slightly
Yeah.
more significant for chat.
Don't worry, we'll get more armor. So that one can go to chat. That's fine.
What was the other thing I just got? What was the other item?
The air
Oh, yeah,
knife,
air
which
knife.
is a very good thief weapon, but we don't currently have a thief. Yeah, and I didn't like X and Y. I kind of stopped after like Ruby Sapphire, and then like I of course enjoyed Fire Red Leaf Green because they were back to Gen 1, but other than that, I didn't really enjoy another Pokemon game until Violet.
A Loki Heart. Oh, Diamond Bracers.
Yeah, those are very good.
For somebody.
Yeah, the
Ah,
bracers
I
are for
see.
casters.
Okay.
Also, you'll notice we're getting a lot of lightning resist stuff.
I'm sure that's merely a coincidence. Ooh, hold on.
That, yeah. that got
Everybody
your
stop! Yes. Strength and stamina and defense and things. Ah, yes, I am fully equipped.
Took you long enough.
Oh, hey, an elixir!
Diamond gloves, which can go to either me or chat. I think it's a bigger upgrade for me because chat has the gauntlets, but
Boosh.
yeah, very good.
And everyone is wearing diamond something, except for me.
Yeah.
Oh, God! Oh, that's just a full-on zombie dragon, huh?
Get him. Oh, I can
Yeah.
taunt him. Come at me, bruh.
Oh, crap!
Oh, the blood sword. You gotta be careful
Ugh.
with that.
Alright, hold on. Protect.
You can always just swap out the blood sword for a different sword.
Protect! Man, you're taking a beating, Shield Boy.
That's my job.
Woo! Hey, an Aegis Shield. Ah, Shield Boy!
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh man, I feel like there's some Toad shenanigans somewhere. It's just a hunch I'm getting.
So much anti-toad gear.
You're so shieldy. Is this blood sword gonna be a problem in the future? Is there gonna be a lot of undead stuff, or is that a one-off?
I mean, don't forget, you can just re-equip in the middle of battle.
Can I, though? Or
Yeah.
is that a myth propagated by Big
It is
Scott?
a thing I do regularly based on the circumstances. So
You
it
would-
definitely
You
can be
would
done.
say that. Well, this guy doesn't look...
He is not
undead.
undead. I'm getting so good at taunting.
Man, if a guy with 2 shields walked up and said, "Hey, nerd," I'd be mad too.
I mean, yeah.
Oh! But he got over
Oh.
it quickly.
But he's dead. Right now.
I would say well done, but I don't think I can encourage you. Also, hey, a blood lance. Does someone want to be a dragoon again? Ah, frickin'. These are all going to be monsters, aren't they?
Yeah.
I have played a lot of Fallout. That's not what Deathclaws look like.
Look, this came first.
It might have. Maybe.
Might have.
No, I mean, the first Fallouts were on the older side. I don't know exactly when they came
I
out.
doubt they were NES era. Although, granted, I don't know for sure. Let me look it up real
It's
quick.
old PC. very likely that Final Fantasy came first. I'm just saying it. I don't think it's like an easy cut and dry. But I don't know dates of earlier PC gaming. Ooh, reflective mail. Armor that lives up to its reflective name.
Yep.
Now,
It's got very good magic defense, which most heavy armor doesn't, so it's a nice change in that regard, so I will take it.
now, does it actually live up to its reflective name?
I think it's supposed to, but I've never seen it reflect any spells, so I don't know. I think maybe it's like a chance of reflecting, which when we have a white mage might be interesting. We'll see.
We gonna
So it does look like the first Fallout was 1997, which I think still comes after Final Fantasy 3, but I don't remember exactly when.
It's close. Like I said, I knew it was going to be closer than people realized.
But Final Fantasy 3 was 1990, so 7 years before Fallout.
Sure. And like
because I was like, it's an NES game, so that's real old. So here's where you start facing the dividing enemies.
I should have kicked, but I pressed the wrong button.
So the thing about the dividing enemies is every time you hit them, they will clone themselves, but the clone only has the remaining HP total after damage is taken, so they're not creating full health clones, they're creating damaged clones. So the main way to deal with them is to make sure to do heavy damage.
Yeah.
Normally, the other alternative to dealing with them is the Dark Knight class, because the Dark Knight katanas prevent the target from cloning. But I don't know if you noticed, we haven't found a katana yet.
That is true.
It's a really weird quirk in this game where you get the Dark Knight job, but the Dark Knight doesn't get any weapons until much later. So it's actually not a solution here, even though that's what you're supposed to do against these guns.
I didn't know that was a thing. Chat just saved my bacon.
Yeah. That's what the cover command or the guard command is.
Yeah, but I didn't guard with them.
Yeah, well, because if an ally is in critical, it just works automatically.
Well, hot dang. That's fancy pantsy.
Yeah, quirk, poor planning, same thing. I never said it was a good quirk. I always thought it was stupid, and the first time I played this game, it wasn't the Pixel Remaster version. In this version, dealing with these guys isn't too bad. But the first time I played it, like, these guys basically, like, one or two shot your party members by the time you face them. And, like, there are NPCs in town that are like, oh, if you're fighting enemies that divide themselves, just use a Dark Knight. But I'm like, but my Dark Knight can't equip anything. There's literally no gear that they can equip. I don't understand. And I ended up, like, giving up on the game because it was such a massive difficulty spike, and it was like, why am I supposed to use this class that I can't use properly yet? Like, what?
Like, you just fight till win. Easy. Oh, more stuff for Scott.
But yeah, as you can see, we still handled the fight just fine. Yeah, the Triton Hammer is also very good. So once I stop being Shield Boy, I've got some good weapons.
Once he stops being Shield Boy, he says.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
Look, if you weren't so squishy. And as usual, they just go straight for you. You don't keep it further for authenticity. Well, that's the thing about the Pixel Remasters, though, is the whole point of the Pixel Remasters is that they are true to the original game in terms of like the game flow in general, and the only things that they changed were like the graphics, the UI, the like quality of life stuff was improved, but they didn't really want to change like item locations or plot progression or anything like that. So, I mean, there are some things that they updated, like consumable items that are available in the first game, for example, but changing the availability of Dark Knight gear would have actually been a significant change in plot in this game. So that's not something that they were willing to touch upon, even though it's something that doesn't really make sense. But it's also like in this version of the game, like I said, you can handle those enemies now. Like we fought them and we're fine. They were a little annoying, but they're not like destroying us. You don't actually need a Dark Knight. It's just weird that you can't use them yet because they don't have gear.
Now, was this place literally just for stuff? Because I have all of the
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah, it's literally just a treasure trove of fancy equipment for us. You didn't even have to come here yet. It's just, hey, look at all this sweet loot.
And look, I like sweet loot. And I
Yeah.
cannot lie.
We finally got you some power bracers. That's the only thing you care about.
I'm going to have you attack with your 2 shields because it's a preemptive attack. And just, you don't got to defend nothing. I hit him with the 1 damage.
Punched him.
Alright, now draw his attack. Yeah! Look, people view Shield Boy as a joke. I view him as a treasure.
Alright. But I want to put those weapons on. Well, at least one of them, I should say. Not necessarily both, but just the Triton Hammer and the...
Oh, that does give you more stamina.
Yeah. So the Triton Hammer and the Aegis Shield, I think, would be a good compromise of... I'm still very tanky, but I can also hit stuff.
Man.
I think the Triton Hammer had some effect too. I don't remember if it was...
Infused with the power of wind.
Okay.
Alright. Why does my... Oh, because I can't land there. I was like, why is my shadow turning red?
Yeah, you can't land in forests.
Alright. Well, now we have to go get the loot, which was underwater beneath the big city, I believe. I don't know exactly where, but that was the approximate
it's
location.
the place that those bard songs were referencing, which is on the southern end between the horns of the Saronia continent.
Oh.
Yeah, that spot right there. I will say there's also a town you can go to now. You don't have to go there right now, but this does give you access to that, being able to submerge. If you go to the eastern side of the continent that Doga was on, there
which one?
passage.
I just left there. What continent was he on? Oh, the rocky one, right?
West, yeah.
Yeah.
And then right about there, go underwater.
Oh, is there going to be an underwater tunnel to get to that little town over there?
Yep. Just a bit to the north here.
Oh, to the north. I thought that was going to be... Ah, dang it, fish! Scott, protect us!
I only got one of them.
Well, it's because you only have 1 shield. I understand how it works now.
No!
So I just like us standing on the bottom of the ocean throwing hands with fish.
Yeah.
So is it like a secret?
No,
Or is
keep
it...
going.
Oh, it's just...
It's that right there.
Is it a not secret? Secret tunnel through the what? Every town they enter you from the south, and this one they're just like, no. All spells sold here, stored from ancient texts. Yeah, okay.
And basically each of these mages is a magic shop, and they have different levels of magic.
Alright, we've seen all that. We've seen that. We've seen this.
Yeah, we already have those.
We've seen these. Now
Oh,
we're
there's-
talking.
Yeah, there's the real fancy stuff.
I don't think he can even cast it yet, do I? I feel like bare minimum, you get the bigger heal.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I think I'm gonna get the Asuna too. The Reflect I'm not convinced about. At least not yet. And then that you're number one. This was just a caster land filled with casters.
Yeah.
Does have one level 6 spell slot now, but it's gonna take some time to get to the rest of. How dare you!
That should be exciting for you, considering what level 6 spells he has.
I agree. Welcome back, Coffee Now.
Because you know Eroga is exciting.
How dare you! I like how high we fly into the air just to plunge back into the ocean. Because our airship cannot traverse mountains. Speaking of which, before I go there, I should go to an inn.
You know, there's a free inn if you go to the water shrine.
You're a
Because you could just go in there and drink from the spring.
But what if I wanted to spend my money?
Well, then what's wrong with you?
A lot. How high are the mountains that you can't fly over any of them? Very, very.
The answer is yes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Now, here's where all that lightning resistance becomes very relevant. So
Alright,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm gonna die a lot, aren't I?
Like, most of the enemies in here should be fine. Like, they're getting pretty strong, but there's one enemy in particular that, like, spams an AoE lightning attack that's pretty strong. So if you don't have lightning resistance, they're very dangerous, but most of us will be fine.
It's dumb because as you fly, you clearly clear them. Well, yes, but also we are not the size of a town. There's some level of exaggeration on the main on the main map. We are not gargantuan giants. Flippin'.
Yeah, and here's where you can do the thief swap to open these.
Look at you with your knives. How dare you! That's gonna get annoying because it's gonna happen a lot, isn't it? Hey, look, a diamond helm.
I don't think there's a ton of locked doors in here. I think it might just be these two. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's a whole thing. Yeah, there you go. You did get them for free.
Diamond bracers, which I believe...
That's the caster one, unfortunately.
Can't I put it on just until I don't need it anymore?
You ain't no caster.
I cast hands. Also...
Look, this isn't like Final Fantasy II where your hands level up.
Why not?
Oh man, I got all of them. Bring it on.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
I'm so tanky. It's great. It's like as my job level keeps climbing, I get better at fighting and better at taunting.
Oh, jeez.
And the black belt is violent.
Normally chat would heal themselves, but the blood sword has been outpaced. It's like I could always put it back.
Yeah, you could put it on if you want to.
How much am I sacrificing? It's a decent amount of attack to sacrifice, though. Yeah, I'll keep chat swole for now. How set in stone are the characters in FF3? This game, like, right now?
It depends on what you mean by set in stone. I mean, all the characters are generics, and you can class change them whenever you want. So if by set in stone you mean how like specific they are, I mean, I guess not. Like they're generics.
Oh, you got two. Oh, and that one just AoE'd.
Yeah,
Oh,
these are the
jeez.
guys where if you don't have lightning resistance, they're very problematic.
That guy was taunted. How did you cast over there?
Yeah, I did notice that with the last fight
Yeah.
too. I think it might just be that only works if they choose to do a physical attack, and if they do magic, then they still do whatever they want. Which makes it a little less powerful, but it is what it is, I guess.
Hey, Diamond Veil. Two more presumably locked doors. Well, I have one more key.
After that, it's thief time. Oh, which the Orichalcum is actually a really strong dagger.
Of course it is.
Diamond gloves can go on chat.
Where's, like, the diamond headband?
I will say very soon you should be getting an option for elemental resist on you, and it's something you'll actually like.
Yeah, casters don't seem to care about your taunt.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, very close to leveling. Alright. Now. Glad I went left first.
If you had headed toward the right door, I would have corrected course.
I see a
Yeah.
path.
You see the crack in the wall?
Yes. How do I just travel up those waterfalls somewhere?
Yep. Yeah, you can walk up those waterfalls. Oh, a behemoth.
Draw that attack. You can? Yeah. Oh, that attack didn't do that much. Oh, but you blocked him just fine.
Yeah. So as long as I can keep taunting him, and as long as he doesn't have any fancy magic nonsense, which sometimes behemoths do. But this guy seems content to throw himself against the brick wall that is me.
Oh, it's so good.
Like, I mostly love Viking for having lots of HP growth, but man, it's so fun being tanky and oh geez. I will say, when I went through here recently, the behemoth and the dragon are both things that I did not encounter.
So you're saying I'm just lucking out over here? Oh, no. Let's try to draw attack again. We're gonna... I don't think it's that dire quite yet. Alright, both draw attacks missed. Is that unluck, or is that...
I mean, he's spamming flame anyway, so I don't think
Yeah.
it's even worth continuing to try if we fight those again.
Good enough. A harp, a protect ring, and another protect ring.
Protect rings are very good, and you can wear them. And they
Hey,
give
look!
resistance to fire, ice, and lightning,
I found it.
and they give lots of stats. Good defensive stats, but also all base stats go up by 2. So
okay, well, I found my lightning resistance, and now we gotta decide who gets the next one. The diamond, it lowers your attack by a little bit, technically.
yeah, just because the diamond gloves have more strength on them. But the protector ring does give a lot of magic defense, which is something I don't have a ton of.
Also, it gave you the diamond mail again over the reflective mail.
Oh, yeah. I do want the magic defense.
God, you are just a swole, like, brick shithouse.
Yeah, it's great.
Part of me wants to just... I mean, you're so...
But I want to be able to attack too. Admittedly, yes, I could be even more tanky, but I want to be able to hit stuff.
Just think of the possibility. Are you sure you didn't see any of these guys? Because I
did
feel like
not-
they...
In fact, I'm actually booting up my game right now to go back there and get these in my bestiary because I have empty spots in my bestiary and didn't know what they were. Now I know what 2 of them are.
Scott, you just took 50 damage from him, and it's because you wouldn't let me put on the second shield.
And I'm fine with that.
I'm not convinced there are other fights here.
There are, though, because I never saw a single one of these.
You made it up. You had a fever dream, which is understandable with this game. I would believe any fever dream.
Look, out of curiosity, after this battle, I want you to check the bestiary to see what number this is. Because I guarantee you that number's blank in mine.
You said that's here.
It's probably around 100, if I had to guess. Maybe a little lower.
Oh yeah, all those seem to be bosses. 131.
Oh, 131. Let's see.
And the dragon was 133.
Yep, those are 2 of my blanks. Well, I'm gonna go get those real quick.
Just wandering through the cave with his eyes shut. Just.
I fought plenty of battles in here, but not those.
Frickin'. Now, you know what? You're a pain to reset up. I'm gonna have chat do it. Hey, look, another diamond shield. Hey, look, a dragon! I haven't had a fight that wasn't a behemoth or a dragon, so... I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, I'm hoping that means they'll be easy for me to find, but I never found them.
Ba, ba, ba. Thief. I like how you only know how to pick a lock if you're dressed up for the job.
Yep.
Hey, look, it's the loot.
Well,
One
I
of you
got to
two
that
played
floor, and the
lottery.
first thing I find is some chimera mages.
Lies and slander. I completed the entire area and only fought dragons and behemoths.
Oh, so yeah, this goes on for a little while.
I can tell. They really just feeling the groove.
Oh, the king seahorses and chimera mages.
Lies.
I wish I was lying because I want to find those monsters.
Alright, so I found everything here, so now I can magic my way out of here. I have that technology now.
Yep. More chimera mages and seahorses.
Alright. Where is the inn closest to where I have to be next? Because I feel like that's going to be where we're going to wrap up today.
I guess that would technically be in, like, anywhere on this continent. This continent is where we're doing stuff.
Okay, well, there's plenty of inns in Big Town.
I think it's only in the, I want to say the northwest?
Yes.
Still only finding chimera mages and king seahorses. I don't...
You're a liar.
Hey, I don't know why I can't find behemoths and dragons, and those are all you can find in the lower floors.
Literally, the only thing.
And all I'm finding is chimera mages and seahorses. They just...
Alright, well, I guess that's the mystery that we're going to end on. We've made significant progress today, and the game wasn't nearly as infuriating as it was for our first session.
Yeah, we're
it
past
was
the madness.
But it was equally, if not more so, baffling than the first session. This game is a fever dream.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But we will continue onwards. We will pick this one back up on Friday. So in the meantime, I hope everybody has a great evening. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.